Logan, some men don't even have sex one time in their life. You know what I mean?
That's sad.
What do you mean?
Like some men,
like, I don't believe
whether
it.
globally.
Shit, I didn't even notice I was like that. I looked at, I saw.
No, that was your face, bro. Like, your face was straight up like, that ain't true, motherfucker. Why you bringing that shit
Who ain't
up?
having sex? That's crazy talk. Like,
No, but I mean, technically,
who would do that to themselves?
Women too, but there are people who go their entire lives without having sex one time. I hope that's not the case still, but like when we were growing up, like that was a really real thing. People would be going through their lives,
they lying,
not having sex.
No, they lying.
No, see, you just don't believe because you're all like, it's easy.
No, listen. Logan, but what about the 40-year-old virgin? That was
what
based
about the 40-year-old virgin? Exactly.
That was based on true events, and in China, because of the low female population, there are men out there who never have sex. Also, there's some countries around the world. No, it's not different because they're still people. They're still people.
Fuck, bro. All right,
they're still human beings.
That's different. That's different.
Look me in the eye and tell me those aren't human beings not having sex. Like,
apologize to the people, Logan. Logan. Apologize to the people. What's wrong with you? I know I said Logan. I was like Logan.
You want me to apologize to the people that are not?
You just discounted their humanity, Logan.
You straight up did, fool.
If you're just tuning in.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Everybody should know.
If you're just tuning in.
Your host Logan.
I'm your host Logan. This is the Milk and Toast podcast. I'm here. Yay! I'm here with two of my best friends. Say hi, Claire.
Hi.
Say hi to the people, Mitch.
Apologize to the people, Logan, for discounting their humanity.
They're fine.
Mitchell doesn't know the word hello.
Yeah, he does not know how to say hello.
Claire, you're not supposed to help him here.
I'm not helping him. I'm against you on my own now. I'm going up on my own thing.
Betrayal.
Every single episode, you can never say hello or goodbye. It's like you don't.
He gives me a reason to not say hello every episode.
Oh, I know. He amps us up before the show and then just comes in like he's just tuning in. Like
I'm producing, baby. That's all it is.
Oh.
Oh my god. All right, I'm gonna leave. I'm grossed out. I need to go up real quick. Claire, excuse me.
Okay. Oh my god. This is episode 6 of the Milk and Toast podcast.
I know, I can't believe we've done 6 already.
I know, we've
crazy.
What are you talking about? Don't even talk about it. This is just normal. Just
keep working. You're right. You're right.
He's scared of like jinxing us.
Jinxing the podcast.
I'm scared of jinxing.
Look, if no one's listening, we're still probably gonna make it. Like this is we determined.
Nobody's listening now. We're still making it. This is fine.
Nobody's listening.
We'll have content for them to look back on when we are famous.
Someone's always listening.
How are you guys doing today? Matters. How are you guys doing?
Oh,
well, as I told you earlier, I slept through.
I don't know the
work.
people.
Well, okay, not all at once, but how you doing, Mitch?
Okay, so like I told you earlier, I accidentally slept through most of work today on accident. Woke up 30 minutes after my shift had ended, and then you hit me up and was like, "It's podcast time," and I was like, "I need time just to wake the fuck up now and get focused." But otherwise, I'm good, man.
No, you were late. You were late.
I was late. I don't know what that word means, man. So you can't count color people time. We ain't never late. We just showed up fashionable. You know what it is? You know what I'm saying? That's all.
I love CP time, man. I'm always late.
You know what I'm saying? Like he's like, "Oh, why are you late? Why was my ancestors this way?" That's it. That's it. That's it, bro.
Listen,
I had a friend's mom tell me that, and it makes sense. She was like, you know, the reason color people time is a thing for Black people specifically is just because of all that time we wasn't able to control. All that having to be regimented. Ancestors was so used to being like, you gotta be enslaved. And so it's like, nah, we ain't counting your time no more. Reclaiming my time.
That's
reclaiming
crazy. Okay,
my
I gotta stop.
You reclaim it, baby.
I gotta stop Mitch because he's rolling this show. Woo, and I didn't even ask Claire how she doing
my
yet.
Fault.
Oh my god.
You know what it is. You know what time it is.
You know, you take your time, Mike. It's chill. Chill.
Claire's like,
I'm here to respect yours.
She's like, I'm white, and they're talking about slavery again. Don't cut them off.
I ain't gonna say shit. If you guys want to be nice to me, that's chill. But I'm not gonna say shit.
Oh man, no, Claire, we want your input as well on it.
Oh my god,
no, I don't have one.
Yeah. This girl's good. Claire, how you doing today?
Hey everyone, I'm good. I'm bright red, a little warm. You can really fucking see it too. So yeah, no, I was tired. That woke me up. I don't know if you guys know, it's my morning over here when we film this. So if I'm ever a little like slow, that'll wake me up.
I'm glad we could get you going. I'm glad we get your day going.
You really do. You start my day off.
I know. This is great. I love doing this with you guys every week. This is like I think I'm at work. Jeez, I'll be at work and then like I'll be like really down because I'm like, oh my god, I'm working for the man. And then like and then I'll be like, oh my god, I get to do the podcast today. And then I start like counting. I'm like, oh man. And then like I get home and I fall asleep because I'm so like I have to take a nap like after work. I'm an old person.
You're like a toddler that's like super excited for a birthday party after school, so it's like super hyper, and then it gets home and it just drops, and then it just starts again as soon as it's time to go and just runs out the door.
That's me. That's exactly me.
I'm sorry. I just pictured you being all like, yeah, I'm sad because I'm working for the man, and then you're like, I think about going to the podcast, and you just see Logan walk out the door, kicks open door. Puts on shades. All this in slow motion, of course, just walking into the podcast.
With like CSI music.
And then you just see him collapse in bed. Shades break. And he wakes up just like, oh, fuck. Oh, fuck, I gotta get to the podcast.
You know, you talking about shades reminded me of like, remember Squirtle when he would like pull out those shades?
Pokemon. To this day, there hasn't been a cooler Pokemon. Ain't no one pull up with that Squirtle with shades energy. Not a single Pokemon. I was trying to think of
like what started him doing that. Why did they just start him doing that?
Bro, he was in the Squirtle Mafia, bro. Did you?
That's right. Yeah, the Squirtle gang, like the Squirtle gang. That's right.
There's like 7 of them or something.
Yeah. He was leader of the gang. Ash pulled up and was like, I want to catch a Squirtle. And Squirtle was on gang shit, bro. You gotta earn this Squirtle, bro. On gang.
That's why he's so like intense. It's amazing. I love it. And they come back and they're like helping him out and shit. Like, yeah, we'll help out. Like, yeah, it's so good.
Who's y'all's favorite Pokemon? Because
bro, I don't have
and all of the evolutions.
All the Eevees?
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, the Eevee and the evolutions. If I could have it, I'm so pissed there's so many evolutions because when I was a child, I used to have the goal of like having a team of Eevees, including Eevee, and then they just kept adding Eevees, and I was like, I can't have them all. I can only have 6. What are you doing?
I can only have 6.
I'm the reason this is a nerdcast, I swear.
You and Mitch, yeah.
All right, I think that I'm gonna go with War Turtle.
Because
Blastoise is too clunky. So and Squirtle was mad cute, but War Turtle that in between, just like, yeah, pull up, feathers on my head, you know what I'm saying?
You can raise a Squirtle and like have the cuteness, and then it evolves, and it's like
all you need. Because Blastoise gets all like, he got all that firepower, but it doesn't do it for me.
I like the big ones. When they're like Charizard or Blastoise.
I love Gyarados. As much as I'd have a team of Eevees, I love Magikarp.
Yo, that first episode of watching him evolve into Gyarados, it was like, what the fuck is the point of this? It's before you knew. You're like, what is the point of this Magikarp?
Like, feeling.
And then they disrespected him that one extra time that they should have disrespected him, and he pulled up and fucked everybody today on his Gyarados.
Yeah.
It was like, oh, y'all thought y'all was going to disrespect me? Here's a Dragon Rage
coming at you.
It was good shit. Good times. Good times with the original like 3 to 4 seasons of Pokemon.
It's been like I just saw something the other day where it's like 25 years of Pokemon. And then
they haven't stopped.
I was like, no, but like I was like, Pokemon's 25 years old? That's crazy.
So old.
And Ash Ketchum, also known as Satoshi in Japan. His name is Satoshi.
His name is Satoshi in Japan?
Satoshi, yeah. That's his name. Ash Ketchum was our bastardized version of Satoshi.
Wow.
So anyway,
I like Ash Ketchum.
That's cool because we're
Do you
American.
also like that they eat donuts when it's obviously a rice bowl? Like,
right. But he's still
yes, exactly.
Don't lie to me and put red stuff in the middle. That looks festy. I know that's rice. Like,
facts, cultural differences. But he's still 10. 25 years have passed. He's still 10 years old.
Yeah.
Satoshi is 10.
I hate when they do that. I also hate The Simpsons. Like, stop doing that. People age.
Let people grow up.
Yeah.
Not in their time stream.
Stop stunting these children.
Your 25 years has only been about 6 months to a year.
Because we're just listening to 25 years worth of stories about him. This is his whole life we're watching. You know?
Yeah. We could do that for one of us. If we literally took our lives right now and wanted to tell it the long way, we could have at least.
You know how much time you would need
to... I do not have 25 years worth of content in my... When I was 10. When I was 10...
No, that's not true.
Most
of
my content...
into the season.
No, that's not true. Because we're on episode 6 right now. And we have 5 episodes. Each of them are over 2 hours. You have 10 hours just to dedicate to your life to just listen to all of our episodes right now?
Well, it depends on how you do it. So if you want to do it the Pokemon way, tell me one story, tell me one life event, and we're going to tell it in 6 seasons. Give me one life event. We're going to tell it in 6 seasons. That's how we doing this today.
Well, shit, a lot was happening back then. I can't help it.
Maybe 2 seasons. But nonetheless, that's all you do. You get an event, and then you take forever. Because it's like, oh, all right, I got into a fight. For instance, let's talk about that fight you got into when you were young, Claire. All right, so the first episode could literally just be the day in your life. It's just, Claire's walking around school, having a good time, gets to the printer, end of the first episode. Second episode, day in the life of the girl who fucked you up. What happened to her? What made her this way? What's going on? Yes, they do. Oh, episode 2, done. Oh, episode 3, some random bystander. We don't actually give a fuck, but maybe we wanted to fill time. So all of a sudden, we get a spotlight of that person. All right, episode 4, Claire and that enemy on the way of the printer.
Mitch is describing how every anime has ever worked for the past
Bro,
30 years.
The rest of my life. So anyway, Claire, episode 4, you and that girl is having the day walking to the printer. What happened that specific day? Oh, it was tough. Get to the printer, end. Episode 5. Oh, it's about to go down. We might not even get the fight. I just saw me
and her with those anime ads and the turning around with the really intense.
Yes.
Y'all didn't realize y'all had slanted eyes by now. Y'all can look today.
Yes.
But yeah, that's episode 5. You might not even get the fight in episode 5. We could literally get to the breakdown and have 2 cutbacks to you and her for a good 10 to 15 minutes, and then end the episode right there on some Dragon Ball Z shit. And then episode 6 begins.
I used to
episode
hate when
6
anime
begins.
did that.
What is episode 2? The story is over.
There'd be so
episode
much.
6.
There'd be so much filler. I remember the first time I've ever seen an anime, when I was younger, and then you're watching it every week, and you're like, oh shit, like Naruto did that. You'd be watching, and you're like, oh shit, they gonna get fucked up next episode. I can't wait to watch. And then next week is a filler episode, and now you're an American kid, and you've never seen a filler episode because American TV don't work that way. American TV goes, listen,
a little bit now,
we have,
but not
yeah,
back then.
a little, but back then, no, they didn't have time. They didn't have time
for
for that shit. They was like, no, every episode has to be a good episode, no matter what, right? It can't be no rinky-dink shit. We can't be off topic. No, you watch Spider-Man for 3 seasons. All you see is Spider-Man whooping somebody's ass for
getting
3,
fucked up,
or getting fucked up himself,
and or Peter Parker dealing with some shit that you have to lead into the direct story.
But it would be relevant, right?
Exactly.
You watch Naruto, and all of a sudden they're building bridges and shit, and you're like, wait, what the fuck is this shit? Or the worst would be when all the shit has happened, they beat the bad guy and everything, right? And now what they decided to do is they decided to do a recap about all the good times before they had to fight somebody.
Yeah, it'd be that sometimes.
And I'm like, no, I only have 30 minutes before I go to bed. You guys can't waste my fucking time.
And then you'd be sitting there oh, I can't believe that's all that. I didn't get to see anyone do anything cool.
Yeah, right. Oh,
but yeah, Claire, it's actually really easy. We were already on episode 6 of that one event with that one girl. Episode 6, Claire.
There is nothing else after that event.
Oh.
It's the rest of your life.
Oh, Claire.
It's the rest of your life, Claire.
Exactly.
See? And you want to keep Ash Ketchum old.
I'm saying,
I didn't say that.
His name is Satoshi.
You want him? No, he's Ash Ketchum.
Satoshi.
You know what?
Around these parts,
I think we should move on.
Ash Ketchum.
Okay, I'm going to ask you to knock that accent out your mouth, or I'm going to do it for you. It's not okay the rest of the globe looks at us that way. You're not going to represent us that way on here.
Yeah, that's a valid point.
Not me. I ain't work. Listen, my parents did not immigrate to this country.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm about to say.
You know what I'm saying? For me to sound like that in people's minds, goddammit, you better fix it, Jesus. Or Ganesha, or whatever you believe in. Goddammit. I'm just saying.
Everything was. Your bits are so valid.
My Ash Ketchum will always be Ash Ketchum.
Oh my God, Logan, shut up. No one wants to listen to him, whoever that is.
Nothing
He's
against
not my
you if
friend.
you do sound like that. I'm just saying.
That's the hillbilly that watches anime. So, yeah, there you go.
Can we have a TV show on him, please?
The anime hillbilly?
I mean, yes, if you need it. I mean, yes, if you need it. So, all right, Logan, I guess we'll proceed. So, episode 1. So, I woke up in my bed this morning. You know, Mama had the grits and gravy on the stove. And I was thinking to myself, well, I can't wait to watch anime today.
This whole time, he has like a Naruto band over
his head. On the forehead. You know what I'm saying? You know, it's been a good life. You know, Naruto just ended, but that Boruto season's kicking in, so I guess I can distract myself with that. And if not, I guess I'll tune into some My Hero Academia. You know, I do love that Deku boy. He's just fighting so hard. But anyway, first off, I got to go out and work on the farm. You know, Pop said if I don't clean the farmhouse, clean out the pig pen, I can't watch no anime today. So we'll see how we get to it later on, friends. I'll be back in 2 hours.
We got to talk about real things. And Claire, I thought, you know, after all that time, I thought we was going to talk about cult shows and stuff. And I was like, Claire.
I was waiting for you to finish.
No, this is about TV shows and talk about your subject
like,
that you brought to the show. Talk about what you brought to the show.
I mean, the only one I think I really followed in terms of, no, there's a few. Because cult TV shows.
Well,
Pokemon is a cult TV show, no?
Technically, yeah, but I thought we were trying to get off anime.
All right, go ahead, Claire.
Okay, so the question I was going to ask was, what was your favorite TV show and why? Logan, you go first.
Why I gotta go first?
Fine, Mitchell, you go first.
Thank you.
You can't just like baby him and then be like, okay, so I gotta like fucking think.
Fine, you guys get like a minute to think, but we gotta
because I grew up on cartoons and anime for real. So I'm trying to think of like a real show that I watched that was like dope to me.
It can be anime. I don't know why you think it can't be anime.
Oh. Okay.
It's a TV show. It's just like media that you love and why.
There's a list.
Does it have to be current?
No. Something you've loved and why.
I like how Claire makes us think. Like we're like, because Claire's the smart one on the podcast. So it's like when she asks a question, stop it. You know it's true. When she asks a question, it's like.
Sorry, I didn't mean to. I gotta stop distracted like that. It's just
when she asks a question, it's like, oh my god, like I gotta think about this. I gotta, don't sound stupid. And so you're like, she goes, "What's your favorite TV show?" And you're like, Downton Abbey.
And then I ask why, and it just makes it worse.
Like, I love Abby's.
There's no one on that show called Abby. Know what I meant?
Nobody.
Well, for me, I'd have to keep it anime based right now, and say One Piece. Cause like, yeah. Oh, here it is. We could have
judge each other's shows as against the rules. Okay, now, Mitchell, tell me why.
Oh, okay. Well, it's just a beautiful anime written in the 90s. The reason Logan goes, is because it's one of the longest running animes now, like in history, I believe. And see, that's what he's gonna say because that's how everyone who was uncultured swine behaves. But One Piece has a wonderfully good story, wonderful character development. It represents the concept of romance in the literature sense better than some romance novels I know, and it's a shonen anime, which is hilarious.
I'll give it that one. Yeah.
It represents literally like romantic literature, like in a very funny way for an anime that's based on superpowers and fighting.
Yours, Logan.
And like it just does it so well. But the other thing is, it's like how we're talking about telling long stories. Like Ishiro Oda, who's the author of the manga and the anime, it's like he's telling a full story. Like he's not rushing it because people want the story to end sooner. He's telling his full story, and that's all we've ever been getting, and it's just like so good. It's so amazing. It's just inspiring, honestly. It's inspiring, especially when I look at the world around me and look at some of the themes he plays with. And then honestly, it's just a beautiful piece.
Why are you inspired by it? What's so inspiring about
So Monkey D. Luffy, who is the main character, who's like a ridiculous shonen protagonist. Yeah. He's typical like stupidity, but really strong for no reason and stuff like that. But nonetheless, his heart's always in the right place. You know what I mean? He'll see a little kid get beat up and he'll go into a blind rage, willing to risk his life to help that person. Because in the end, that's what it's about. Being able to put your life on the line to help people, to help each other. And I just love that spirit.
That's different from so many other heroes.
Logan, I'm not necessarily saying it's different.
Okay, I won't ask him questions about the show. Jesus Christ.
It's just specifically to him.
I have more to talk about. I was waiting for you guys to answer before I went on with my bit.
Yeah,
what I will say, it's not necessarily different, but specifically to him and how it's represented, I just really resonate with. It really means a lot when I see it.
Okay.
That's important. Logan.
And fuck you, Logan. You're an uncultured pig.
I know.
Mitchell, that was unnecessary. Why do I feel like a school teacher out here?
Sorry.
See, this is what I'm talking about. Logan. This is exactly what I mean. She runs the room. She's like really smart. It's like, I'm being called upon. Like,
well, if you didn't stop being the misbehaved kid in class, Logan.
I did not do the reading. I'm gonna let you know, right? I didn't do the reading.
Bro, so you don't even try
it. So you don't have a favorite TV show? Like you don't have a TV show?
I really struggle with favorites. You know that.
No, I get that. It was hard for me.
That's important to the question still. Like,
yeah,
there is no wrong answers. I just need an answer so I can continue with the bit. Like,
go with the bit then, because I don't have a favorite TV.
You don't have one?
Not really.
Okay. But do you like TV? Like, do you like media and do you like watch TV and stuff? Like, this isn't a trick question. Just curious.
It's so hard for me to find a TV show and say that like this is my favorite TV show or whatever, or like to like a show enough to do that. Like, and then like so many shows are just like fucking disappointing. Like, you know, like
that's fair.
No,
or they'll be really good and then become disappointing.
Like Game of Thrones, just like threw it away. Like it's just horrible.
Yeah.
Like, and
I think it gets a bad rap.
It gets the rap it deserves.
Like, no, I just think people got really bothered about that final season, and that just one final season, season can't ruin a whole show.
It wasn't.
Well, that's a perfect segue.
It wasn't the final season of Game of Thrones. I'm gonna let you segue in a second, but it wasn't the final season of Game of Thrones that ended Game of Thrones. It was a long road of bad seasons before the final season, and we were just hoping that maybe they'd have the courtesy to give us one last good season. And they couldn't even fucking do that. And so that's why Game of Thrones is so disappointing to everybody. Because we had like 3 seasons before then that were like trash. And we were like, what is this shit? And we kept watching anyways because they were like, well, it's getting to somewhere. And you're like, okay, well, where is it going? And so it didn't go anywhere. And then they just wrapped it up too quick because they thought they was actually going to do real shit with their lives. But they never did it because they wanted to make like racist TV shows and do Star Wars. And they never got to do either of those things, which thank God. But I mean, it worked out for everybody. Nobody has to watch like their racist like fanfic, and nobody, and like the Mandalorian's on TV, and it's great. And
Mandalorian is great.
And they're not a part of it.
Mandalorian's so fucking great.
And it would have been horrible if they were. So, you know, hey. What were you going to say, Claire?
You still didn't answer the question.
I was going to say...
I did.
No, he answered enough. He answered enough that I can, like, work with it. And he answered perfectly in the sense that, like, as much as he didn't answer, his rant about Game of Thrones is so perfect to me because it's, like, such a good segue into the bandwagon culture of, like, when a show gets popular and comes out and you know becomes a thing, I always wonder, is it good or does everyone like it just because everyone else likes it? You know what I mean? Like, I also genuinely like One Piece personally, but that was evident. Was evident in Droppy McGee's like passion about it and what he had to say about it. Like, he obviously cares about it.
Droppy McGee, I just noticed you called Mitch Droppy McGee.
Yo, I just noticed because I didn't realize at all.
I love how I can do that. I can just gloss over and like act like it's
the accent. It's like the accent. It like smooths everything out. So you didn't even know, like I didn't even notice. Like I was like, who's Droppy McGee? Because I thought he was like a One Piece character at one point. I was like, is she talking about Mitch in One Piece or like?
All right, so if you're just now listening, I dropped my bottle and everybody noticed, and I tried to play it off, but I couldn't really play it off at all, and it looked stupid as fuck.
Nothing gets past me, Mitchell. It's fine.
No, at all.
I realize.
Anywho, what was I saying? Fuck. Oh yeah, that's what was evident with Mitch's like passion with One Piece, and like that's why I sometimes ask, I'm like, what shows should I like? Instead of asking what show you think I should watch, when I talk to people, I ask, what's your favorite show, or what show should I watch? Right. And those answers, like if I hadn't seen One Piece before, I'd be interested because like there was detail, there was emotion behind it, there was definitely like care there. But with Logan, I know I shouldn't watch Game of Thrones. Like it was like a Hemingway to be like, he cared about it, but it's gone down the shitter. Like you can actually get a better response from asking like what's someone's favorite show just by looking at what they say and how they say it. I also am like Logan in the sense that I really struggle. Like I have a new favorite show like every time a show, like for instance, like a couple of months ago, my favorite show was Snowpiercer. The one about the train, like that was my favorite show, and it was my favorite show the year before when it came out, but that's because it was my current favorite show and I'm obsessed with it. But then I also have like those childhood favorites that I was like, that if I watched now, that I watched as a kid, as much as it'd probably be terrible. Like I'm watching Round the Twist right now, and all my Australian people out there, if you don't know what Round the Twist is, you're disowned, because it is cult classic Australian kid TV. It is kooky and adorable and absolutely love it, and I'm watching it now. And as much as it is my favorite show, I ain't gonna go out there and tell people to watch it. Like any Americans out there, you don't want to see it. You're not gonna.
I was trying to know what it was about.
You ain't gonna understand.
Around the Twist.
Okay, so Around the Twist is about a family of 4, a dad and 3 kids, and they move into a lighthouse in a place called Port Noranda, which is in Victoria, Australia. So basically, just so everyone's aware, the state I live in. And they, how do I explain this? They have ghosts, they have vampires, they have
that sounds dope.
Tree babies and druids. They have,
but it's like done everything in the most I like in a show.
Oh, honey, it's done in the most Australian, like bogan ass, like almost trashy kind of way. But it's a kid show as well, so it's all like super dramatic, and it's like wow, like all of the noises. It's super 90s, like super early 2000s, super 90s, like bright yellow vomit kind of vibes.
That's not making me want to watch it.
See, this is what I'm saying. You're not going to want to watch it. Like, unless you grew up with Round the Twist in Australia, you're not going to want to watch it. But I loved it. I could sell it to like an Englishman. Like, I love that show so much if I use the right words. But it's all about perception and like,
but you use bright yellow throw up instead.
Yeah, well, I was trying to be real with you guys in the podcast because, like, I don't want anyone going out there thinking it's going to be brilliant and then knowing my truth. So,
man.
No, that's good.
That's a lot about who I am.
That's what you were saying though. Like when you're like really into a show and people can like find out a lot about the show, they don't just like go and like just watch.
Yeah, it's so different to like. Being like, oh, Game of Thrones did this, and it's different. And like a lot of people bandwagoned on Game of Thrones. Like when me and Logan first started talking, we both liked the show because it was back in the good days. It was back in the good like first 2-3 seasons.
Yeah, I also think people bandwagoned on the hate as well. That's my other thing.
Oh, they did, but they do that with everything.
Well, it's easy to do that when you are bandwagoning at all in the first place.
People get annoyed at people loving stuff. Yeah. And like insanely loving stuff. And people also get annoyed at people loving stuff without reason, or in their opinion without reason. Like talking about Justin Bieber in the friggin' early 2000s. Like, come on. Like that was so, like little girls were just loving this boy that was being marketed to them. And all these other people were just ripping them to shreds like they weren't 12-year-olds.
Yeah, that's fair.
I'm glad you brought that up and I'm glad you said Justin Bieber too, because Justin Bieber is easy to hate, but the level at which people hate Justin Bieber,
I really couldn't care about.
It's a little unwarranted, right? But there is a point where, like, once you do get popping, because the whole world sees you, you get an inflated amount of people that hate you, and you kind of get an inflated amount of people that hate you because you have so many eyeballs on you. So it's not like you don't get the level of hate that you deserve. It's just that it's more visible because there's so many people who hate you. But then also when you're on top that high, like there's so many people that love you. Like there's so like Justin Bieber is so loved. Like he's so beloved. Like he's so beloved that like even Billie Eilish loves Justin Bieber, and like she put him in a song that he doesn't belong in, and and
really?
like yeah, she put him in Bad Guy. I was like,
I know, I saw it.
I was like, what is?
Oh, was he in the music video?
And like the cover art of Billie Eilish's song is her in like a little costume with Justin Bieber posters behind her.
Yeah, from
and
like when she was like a tiny teen. Yeah,
yeah. Because she's like my age. Well, she's actually younger than me because he's my age.
She's way younger than you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I was way younger. Claire. I knew someone was the same. No.
Sorry.
You always do that. I always get mixed up. And like I genuinely know what I'm talking about, but I get mixed up and he jumps on it. He's like, any chance to make her look stupid.
Like I was saying, when you're on top, people have to bring you back down to their level. And so
I don't let them though.
I know.
That's why I'll always be a top.
Yeah.
See, I knew it was coming, and I was just trying to say quiet because I was like, I have no.
I was wondering why Mitch was so quiet.
Say shit.
I was wondering. I was like, there's a joke in here. Really quiet right now.
I was getting ready to say something about Justin, but I was like, no. Let me work through this because I know there's a top joke in here somewhere, and I'm not getting bottomed again.
I'm not getting bottomed again.
Although now I'm gonna just set myself up for Claire.
Mitch is like, not gonna get me again.
That's literally what I did in my head. I was like, nope. I was like, no, Claire. I remember this
setup. Such a bottom move.
Shut up. See, I knew
I got in there.
I knew it was coming. I set it up for you because I knew there was no way I could hide now.
Claire, Mitch like turns really quickly and he's like, aha.
Claire just waited. She was like, there's a bottom joke in here somewhere, Mitchell. Don't run from it. Don't run. And I'm like, geez, bro. But no, I think the hate for Justin was kind of funny because when he was a little kid, it didn't make any sense to me. He was a child. I didn't like his music when he was young, but I always said this. I was like,
it was going to be decent. It wasn't
the
for
teenage
us.
girls that love him.
No, it wasn't exactly. It was for little girls. Yeah. And so I was like, I don't feel the music, but I was like, he's going to grow up, and I think I'm going to start vibing with his music. And that's exactly what happened. Yeah. Really? Oh I still don't really. I'm not in love with Justin Bieber, but I respect the music now.
What?
I don't know if you guys are missing my point or not, because like I just don't understand. I'm stupid that way. But my point, like the point was, it's not necessarily about Justin. Like, yeah, people hated on Justin, and like as Logan was saying, he was, famous, and that obviously has a lot of eyeballs on you. The problem I had was it wasn't just Justin getting hate. It wasn't just Justin. It was if you were in that era when I was like 13, 14, and there were girls younger and older by a couple of years that loved him, you would get hate. Yeah. It was so normal in the schoolyard for if you said you like Justin Bieber to like maybe in my Bergen school, but get the shit kicked out of you. Like you'd get like ripped to shreds for even considering liking him to the point where I was petrified. Like, no, I ain't got nothing to do with him.
What do you think?
I didn't say shit about this guy. Like I was scared to like him.
What do you think that like? What is the reasoning behind it? Is it Justin's like is it like Justin's like connection to like girls in a way that like if like because that was like this it's like the same thing almost for every like boy band. I think the only boy band that kind of escapes that, and maybe I'm just too old to notice, is like BTS. Like
they obsess over him like they did Justin.
K-pop.
I don't know.
You don't know what BTS is?
No, not really.
Oh man, you're gonna have the K-poppers attack
us? You're gonna have
army
after us, homie. They're gonna kill us.
I mean, if they want to attack us, fine. They could do that.
No, what we do, Claire, we just take Mitch and we throw him to the K-poppers.
If they want me so bad, that's fine. We also have to talk about the toxic culture in K-pop and Tokyo pop and stuff, and how it could be very, very detrimental to those artists. Like the hours is crazy. They don't get enough love. You know what I'm saying? So why don't we talk about that? Why don't we talk about how y'all love K-pop so much, but y'all love y'all artists? Yeah.
Sorry, I'm not saying shit about K-pop. I'm not saying shit about K-pop.
I like K-pop.
I'll let Mitch say whatever he wants to say about K-pop and let a bunch of K-poppers come to his house. All right? Like that's not what I'm gonna do with my day. Mitch, you still there?
Anywho.
Oh, Mitch is gone.
What?
Mitch, are you on clean feed at least? His internet's gone.
Oh no.
That's what happens when you don't pay your bills. That's all right.
It's gonna be even funnier if he's like just listening to this, getting mad at us. I feel bad. But
keep going. Yeah,
I was just pointing out these things just because, like, that was my. Sorry, I completely lost the plot.
Mitch probably pays his bills. I'll be nice.
Sorry, but whenever, like, you know how you get sad when someone leaves? My dynamic, like it's like in my brain. Like, I've talked about how I'm a little bit like logical like that, like an autistic person where I just can't handle change. As soon as he left, I was like, this isn't what we were doing. What's going on? I just completely lost track of everything that I had planned to do. But it's fine. I'll get it back. Yeah, I just get so upset at like how we turn on each other because of media, I guess is where I was going with all of that. It's insane that it like can happen. Oh, Mitchell messaged me. Or us.
That's just us.
Computer issue.
It was very
I'll
special.
be right there. No, that sounded bad. I didn't mean it like that. You know, I say some shit on this pod, and I swear people just think I'm the creepiest motherfucker out. I swear.
I think it's so funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love it.
Yeah, you think it's funny because you know the real me, and I'm just a weirdo who has like social anxiety and awkward issues.
You're a weirdo,
but everyone else is
too.
like, wow,
she's
obsessed with these boys.
Oh my god.
Thank you, Claire.
And we're back.
Okay, so basically what I was getting to with all of that was I just think people are so crazy how they can like jump on something and like join the team, you know what I mean? Like when like, because like there's always shows fighting too, and like there's always like going into it even deeper, not to get
like
too
the
nerdy
Super
because I know
thing?
Yeah, like
the what?
But like
Super Hulock was a glorious time when Tumblr was still alive.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was.
We're so old.
It was. We are. Wow. Damn. You remember when that shit was actually going on? That was a long time ago. Oh,
I was
wow.
a teenager too. I wasn't even.
Oh man, I'm so old. Ew. Yucks.
Okay.
Right. It was all right. It's the fandoms of Supernatural, the show Supernatural, Doctor Who, and Sherlock.
Oh.
Yeah.
And they were going.
Yeah.
Oh.
It was called.
And it was some trash talking and like some aggression, and it was like
it was like a little war.
This is just a TV show, guys. Yeah. This is just a TV show. No matter what show you're talking about, it's just a TV show. Like, media makes people do some crazy things, like super crazy things.
Perhaps we should talk about that, because media can make people do
that.
What has media ever made you do, Mitch?
What has media?
You're a person in the media. What is the crazy things media's made you do?
I guess I was gonna say nothing, but I guess technically it's made me rethink my entire life and pursue a career that will involve me in media in multiple mediums. So I guess that's what media has done to me.
That's a safe answer.
Because I was inspired. There's nothing else that it really has done for me. I don't really bandwagon as much. I'll listen to bandwagoners and see if a show's worth the hype. That's how I originally started watching Game of Thrones. But otherwise, like, I don't be on no crazy shit. Like, listen, media told me that, you know, there was a pandemic going on outside. I didn't go out to stores and buy up all the fucking toilet paper.
No, that's different.
No, it's actually not.
That's social media. That's social media. I'm not talking about social media.
You're just talking about media?
You mean like TV and stuff?
Okay, yeah. So then...
Like art media.
Yeah,
like,
I mean, can say, when I was like little, right? We can go back to the anime a little bit. Sure. I remember when Yu-Gi-Oh was a thing.
It's time to duel.
Yeah. So like I would like actually
buy
cards. I would like buy the cards and stuff, and then like they would have like little tournaments at Books A Million, right? And this is when Books A Million was still.
Is Books A Million not around anymore, bro?
No, rest in peace, Books A Million.
That makes me sad. Barnes and Nobles is next, but Books A Million just had to hit the chopping block.
You think Barnes and Nobles is next? They're the ones that took out Books A Million, probably.
I mean, the bookstores in general, I feel, are next, but I just hope they never die, because people are like, we still prefer papered books, but at the same time,
it's bookstores. Yeah, I like.
Me too. I love a good bookstore. You just chill, be left alone, read.
A bookstore date is like, hey.
I never thought to do that. Let me try.
You never did a bookstore date?
I feel like that's too much for some people. Like walking in and actually I know, right? Ain't that bad on me? Because I would love it, but like I'm thinking about like the woman I'm taking on a date. Like she think I was weird or strange. Be like, this motherfucker took me to a bookstore. Think I want to read, motherfucker?
No. Bookstore day is the best because
I imagine sounds good to me.
What you can do, it's great because you starting off already looking cultured because you took her where a bunch of books are. Right,
I'm mad. That's your reason. Looking cultured,
you look
not actually just
you being where a bunch
cultured.
of books are.
You fucking lame-o.
End quote on TV.
I'm cultured, but
I don't believe you anymore because of what you just said.
I'm trying to put some people on game. You know, that's what I'm trying to say. You know, take your girl to Barnes and Noble. Don't take her to the bar. Take her to Barnes and Noble. There's coffee.
Don't take her to the bar.
Yeah,
take her to Barnes and Noble. Oh my god.
Also, coming soon on a t-shirt.
Take your girl to Barnes and Noble. That's a dope shirt. I'd wear that shirt. No, that's a shirt I'd wear. Oh, take your girl to Barnes and Noble, the Milk and Toast podcast. Yo, we gotta do quotes. I'm gonna start doing quotes. Anyways,
you can literally sell them. Like,
y'all just get me hype about the weirdest shit. Anyways. Yeah, you take her to Barnes and Noble. You go to the coffee shop first. You talk a little bit. If the talking isn't working out, you get up. You say, "Hey, let's walk around a bit." You like look at all the like weird books and shit. Then you like go into like the tantric section for a little bit. Then you're
Oh boy, you know the thing is, you actually had me at the tantric section. I was like, oh, that's an honest and open conversation on sex, and then you said, and I was like, oh, well, I hope that was consensual.
I did that because of your face. You was like,
He's like, what, bro? Well, I hope it's consensual then.
Well, you know, you just walk into the aisle, and then if she picks something up, then you kind of know she's into you. Because like it's like, why would you pick up the sex book right now? We're just walking through. You know,
you're just outing this poor girl. She's like, oh, I've been waiting for that forever, but if I pick it up, he's gonna think all I think about is sex. And you're like, yeah, no, you're right.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
Like, fuck you.
You're just mad because it would work on you, like.
Yeah, I ain't afraid to go no motherfucker trying to call me out. I'm the top.
You're like, no, I'm the top.
Oh yeah, I like sex. You not like women who have a high sex drive? Is that a problem for you? Do you feel threatened?
Actually, no. I love women who have a high sex drive. This is why I took you to Barnes and Noble into the sex section in Barnes and Noble. Thank you.
Trying to outside.
Yes.
Okay.
I'll be right back, still.
I don't.
Remy, where are you going? This fucking guy.
New Yorkers.
This is another part of the fucking pod we're gonna have to edit. We're gonna have to edit.
You're
gonna have to edit.
Yes.
Sorry, I'm the reminder. You're the editor.
I
would help you, but I don't
teach
like
you how to edit.
anyway.
Yeah.
Are you sure you want to do that? You've seen me on a computer. I want to help you, but I also don't want to.
I don't know if you could edit with your computer. I didn't ask you to get a computer that you would be able to edit. Yeah.
You could, like, if the thing was just longer, you just put it on the end. But it's not, so you have to do it. So I've squatted with it and deadlifted it. With squatting,
he's talking about working out.
This is gonna hang on your shoulder, but it doesn't feel that bad. You kind of get used to it. And then the deadlifts, kind of same principle. But you got it, man. I'll catch you.
He's a secret trainer. Mitch is a secret trainer.
I'm sorry.
That's staying in because we just found out you're a secret trainer. Like
we could hear everything.
Oh, you guys heard everything?
We could hear everything.
That's funny.
You're like,
listen, you're gonna. Mitch is like, listen, you're gonna meal prep for 3 days, then you're gonna squat and deadlift three reps. All right, are you with me?
All right. Stay focused. Stay focused.
You're gonna do arms, legs, shoulders, and then externums. Like
externums. Don't know what that is, but sounds like me.
Exactly.
Same shit you don't know.
No, yeah, I was just trying to grab some food because I slept my ass through eating today. But
so your payment for the Uber Eats guy was bench presses.
I'm just gonna eat my food.
Can I have a tip? Yeah, here's a tip.
Here's your tip. Don't skip leg day. How about that?
All right,
you legged motherfucker.
Well, I seen you struggling coming up the stairs.
Next time you'll get my food here quicker if you don't miss leg day and cardio.
This is all wonderful. I'm loving every single part of this right now.
Oh,
I just got cooler.
So sarcastic.
This is what friends are for.
No, I'm being serious.
I know, yeah. This whole podcast is just about, how do we get Mitch laid? That's all. Like, how do we get Mitch in a committed relationship long term where he's getting dick on the regular? Like, no, I'm sorry, Mitch.
Damn, I was almost with you.
I know. I was like, I really tried not to ruin it that time. I really did. I was gunning for you. No, I was for you, but like my inner Logan, man, he's strong.
I could believe that.
He made me say some things sometimes.
You know what's crazy about that is I think my inner Claire is the nice one. When I come out sometimes I'm really sweet and I'm being really genuine. I think that's my inner Claire, and the like she bitch is the outside. Like
my inner Mitchell, I'm pretty sure is a demon. I'm pretty sure
he's very deep in there.
Yeah, way deep in there. Locked away in chains and all that shit, because I don't want the outside world to
I'm not gonna comment about you guys saying he's way deep in there. I'm just not gonna do it.
All right, so today on the Milk and Toast podcast,
so that's gonna go in the show description today on the Milk and Toast podcast. Who's deep inside Mitch? Like,
who do you think?
Who's
Mitch's
deep inside
secret
Mitch
top
this week?
There's no secret top, Claire. I'm not giving you that one. Nah, you can give me all the spaces.
I was like, there's not? I was like, oh shit.
Yeah.
I'm not doing this with y'all today.
No, we were going to talk about the gay thing with you. That makes you sound gay. I'm sorry. Not that there's anything wrong with Mitch being gay.
Maybe
I'm just
not
saying
the perfect segue. Maybe we should lay off a bit before we lose a friend.
Oh no, that's not. No, he had some things to say.
I know he did, but that was so
that
not
makes
how
it
you
sound like he's coming
that.
out, right? And I'm like, I'm sorry. I don't know.
We're trying to backtrack and be nice.
Mitch, will you say something? Stop eating.
Listen, I'm eating, and to be honest, I'm enjoying watching whatever the fuck this is.
I'm trying to say that we had a conversation in which Mitch said some enlightening things about his sexuality, and I just
very
thought
intelligent,
they were
nice,
they were,
and not gay.
Don't say the not gay part. That's not constructive in any way.
We are not handling this well right now at all.
No.
Mitch, would you consider yourself pansexual, or would you consider yourself more bi-curious?
Not at all. Either or.
No,
you're not bi-curious. You don't think so?
Not at all. I told you guys.
Were you at some point in your life bi-curious?
No, but due to people around me, I thought that there was something, and I was like, but there wasn't for me personally.
Wait.
So you just sort of admired them as a person.
Everybody, slow down. We're going real fast. And just slow it down, baby.
I think you need to slow it down. We were just talking. We were just talking.
Slow down. Wait. Well, he just said something, and then I heard it, and I wanted to like. What do you mean by there were people, and like what type of relationship?
No. I'm not even talking about a relationship at all. It's kind of similar to like how you guys are making jokes and stuff like that. Yeah. Well, in my life, because of the person that I was growing up, I used to hear them all the time, like, "Oh, Miss you gay," and I wouldn't think any of it. I wouldn't care. But like, I was like,
Am I gay?
Why the fuck do people keep saying shit like
I made you think about
like,
it.
what the fuck? Which the truth ended up being, because it's mostly men. Like rarely really from women unless they're joking. So the truth of it is like insecure men projecting in one sense. But like at the time I didn't realize.
Or not insecure men, but they just wanted a piece of that ass. So, you know.
Okay, Logan, so that may be true, but I did not need to hear that right now.
Because I'm just saying. No, because guys do that a lot. They'll act like
that's true.
They'll act like, oh, you gay. You gay. It's like, nah, you gay. Like it's like you could just say it, my guy. Yeah.
But no, so growing up, it really felt that way, and I was like, "What's up with me? I don't feel that way. I know I like women. Even as a kid, listen. We don't got to get into that, but we don't got to get into that. We don't got to get into wild ass Mitchell with little girls when he was a little boy. But so you know, there was that, and in my mind, as I grew older, huh?
What were you doing to the girls?
These little girls, Mitchell.
Oh not like that. Jeez. No. I just meant when I was little, I liked to play with them, and then if I could like get a kiss, and I would try when I was younger. But anyway.
Wow, that's toxic as fuck. All right.
When I was a little kid and we were like playing together.
All right.
And that's what we wanted to do. That's how we played.
Kisses on little girls.
Okay, hey, nobody said forced kisses on anybody. maybe took a few shots to see if it was cool, you know what I'm saying? But I ain't forcing. But it's just like as I look at it and I look at my relation with women, there is that part of me just like, in terms of actually having a good relationship with women, it'd be so much easier in life if I just was a gay person. For me personally,
I don't think so that doesn't.
I think that entirely. I think
how the hell would your
how would I not have a better relationship with women?
No, you said like your life would be easier.
No.
Oh, okay.
No, I didn't.
Oh, I thought you said your life would be.
No, that'd be the most insensitive shit to say.
I know. That's why I was like,
No, I literally said my relationship with women I feel would be better as a gay man than it is now, which is the only reason I've ever thought in my head like, it'd be easier to just have that relationship with women rather than trying to navigate, the sexual tension and stuff like that. Not that I'm not willing, because I love women.
Purely emotional side to it, where it like strips down.
You know what? This is a great
sexual expectation.
I guess stuff like that. That's all. That's the only reason I was
saying something that's kind of triggering me.
Wow,
you're always triggered. Logan.
I know. What the fuck?
It's just
what you need help with today, Logan.
It's just the way I think about things. I'm sorry. I have to ask this question now. Do you feel like men and women can be friends, Mitch? Like just friends?
In my heart of hearts, yes.
Yeah?
Oh.
Yes.
Am I your friend?
Yes.
Oh.
Now, it took a little bit of time, but I would consider
maybe not last week, but...
No, I would have just said maybe not at the start of the podcast because I didn't know you.
I know that's like real answer. I was just making a joke about how...
No, I know. In my heart of hearts, yes, I do, but I think it can be very hard and confusing sometimes.
Why?
Due to the history we've had, due to the power dynamic, due to the sexual attraction we feel for each other sometimes. And it gets complicated. Do I feel men and women can be friends? Do I think we should be friends? Of course. Do I think it's that clean and easy? Not at all. And I wish it was. And that's part of the reason, like now it's just like, wow, it might be easier to be a homosexual man just to improve this relationship with women.
I don't think that would make it easier.
I do. For me, I think it'd make it leaps and bounds easier.
How would your relationship with men then become?
Well,
you would have the same problem, no?
No, I don't think so. Also, I'm not as focused on the man.
It'd be worse. It'd be a worse problem.
In this day and age, yeah. But I'm not focused on the man in that example. Like, I don't really care, to be honest.
But the focus in my head was it's a whole experience. You're a whole person. Like, why wouldn't you focus on the men?
No. I'd have to deal with that issue. But I'm saying, for me personally, I wasn't thinking about men in that.
That's a weird statement to think that you would be gay but not focus on men. Like that's
I know, isn't that crazy?
But like, way to think about being gay.
It's from me as a heterosexual man, so I guess it kind of makes sense. But nonetheless, my focus when I was thinking about that wasn't like, oh, how would my relationship with men change? Obviously, it would, but I was thinking about my relationship with women at the time. So please forgive me, Logan, that I'm not caring about you. I'm sorry, I just made myself gay, and I didn't immediately care about you, Logan.
I just want everybody to love me. That's all.
You're gross. You're gross. But no, that was like the only reasoning in my head, really. It's just sometimes I get frustrated. I'm in my head like, dang, man, like you really just want to be able to be in a really like safe, positive space whenever you interact or, get involved with women. And sometimes it's just like I said, it feels like shit gets complicated And for me at the time,
why do you feel like it gets complicated? That's the part I'm trying to go deeper on.
I explained that already.
No, like okay, go for it, Claire. Maybe you can clear it up for me.
But I explained why.
Claire can clear it up for me.
Okay.
Clear it up for me.
Don't do that again.
Bring some clarity to my life.
Yeah, he did it again. Wait, don't answer him now. Don't answer him now. No, fuck him. Don't answer him now. We're moving on. We're moving on.
That should be illegal.
That's a
hate crime right there. I can't.
Oh.
Claire, yeah, fix it. That's how I tell Claire to
fix it for you.
That's how I tell Claire to help me. Like I don't understand something and my brain hurts. I'm just like, fix it. Fix it. Help.
Okay. So I can only go off my own personal experience and a little bit of what Mitchell said, because I'm not going to try and speak for Mitchell. I'm just going to see what I explain how I understand on my perspective.
Sure.
But there have been guys where in the past, especially if something's recently happened, not even anything like super scary or negative, but just like a guy's been super misogynistic or like intense or like just really overwhelming.
Right.
And then you've come up and you've gone to school or you've done something and one of your male friends has come up to you. There's always that level of like, there's like a barrier between you because instantly you can't help but like be a little jumpy. And then I find it's easier when like you know that there's no sexual like issue, like any sexual contemplation on the table, to just talk to them like they're a person. You know, it just sort of takes a sexual like out of it. Does that make sense?
Right.
Like it just takes it off the table, and therefore you don't feel like there's any expectation. And the reason they're talking to you isn't because they're interested in your body, it's because they genuinely care about you as a person, you know, like in friendship specifically. When it comes to like relationships, you want them sexually interested in you. It doesn't really work if they're not. But when it comes to friendship, it's sometimes I can see how for a guy it'd be easier to come across as gay with a female, because then there's that barrier gone of fear or like expectation or like, I guess, worry. I don't know how to explain. Do you know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah, but you're still on the right path because it's kind of like taking out that element, which is the only thing I'm speaking to, which is why when you're like, what about the men, Logan? For me, in the moment, I'll contemplate and think about it, but that wasn't the focus. But it's just like between men and women, because as you asked me, can men and women be friends? My answer is yes. Now, if your question was, yo, Mitch, do you think there are many, male female friendship pairings where they're actual just only positive about friends? I would say not as many. Not as really true ones. There's usually one person likes another or some shit like that. But tell me about the pairings between like men and women when it really is just like friends, and how often does that happen? Not as often as I would like, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
But like I said, shit gets weird, and it's like I embrace my sexuality fully. I embrace my attraction to women fully. There's not much I can do about that at this point in life. But what I don't embrace fully is, making women feel like that's the place they belong, in this sexual space of being objectified. You know what I mean? Because I have women friends, really, like, that I call my sisters, who I love, that I've had like issues with, that I've had to work on the friendship to be a better friend, and I'm glad at that. But nonetheless, like, it still can be difficult things sometimes. You want to treat people well at all the times, and then sometimes shit gets a little awkward and you got to go your separate ways and things like that. I just wish that didn't happen as much.
No, I get that. Yeah.
That's all. But, I'm just trying to be considerate out here, man. That's literally all. That's the only reason. And it's not like it's a hard wish, you know what I mean? But, like, I'm comfortable enough to admit that there is that part of me that's just like, it'd be nice to just not feel that way about women sometimes, and just really be able to fully embrace and treat them as human beings with no underlying connotation or anything. And I just don't think as a society that's something we embrace.
I think when I hear you say it, that's what I'm like a little.
I get where you're coming from too, Logan, where you can't just take on an entire person's like sexual identity just to feel like comfortable talking to women. Like I get that, because it is more than
I'm
like
not.
that side of the. But it was
because
just
when
more,
you say
he's
like,
not. We're not saying he's not. Like, we're not saying he is. I'm just
yeah.
saying, his was just a very genuine, innocent contemplation, trying desperately to work out how to get close to someone, like another person who is a female, where without really thinking of the connotations of he's taking on another person's sexuality. He didn't think about that. That was never any negative intent behind that.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I do get where you're like, you've got to be careful with that. You've got to be like, you should try and think of that, you know.
Well,
but
yeah,
no one's perfect. Like, no one.
Logan's still on the fact that he heard me say, in his mind, what he heard rather than what I said, he heard me say, "Oh, it'd be easier to be a gay person." And Logan was like, "Whoa, hold on there." And I was like,
No,
"Bro,
man.
I never said that." And he's like, "Oh, my fault. Okay, we'll carry on." It's like I would never say that.
I'm also trying to wrap my head around the thing about having an easier time having female friends, or that it's such a hard time because there might be an attraction between you two.
Well, don't blow it out of proportion. I'm not saying.
Well, no, I'm not trying to blow it out. No, I'm not trying to blow it out.
I'm not saying you are. I'm just
well,
saying.
I'm saying
like,
because the reason why I wanted to bring that up is because I believe that there's a lot of people that feel that way, and I wanted to speak to that because maybe to gain some type of understanding, or maybe some type of clarity about the thing, because I think a lot of people feel like somehow that like either cheapens or worsens the relationship if there is that tension, and I wonder if there has to be at all, like
that's a good question. But the thing is, it's not whether about the tension is there or not. The fact is, it's how you yourself in the relationship, in this specific case, friendship, are reacting to what you're feeling. There's a certain way you got to carry yourself. Now, I'm gonna do that regardless. I'm gonna make mistakes, like, and I could tell you stories about the mistakes that I've made. But nonetheless, it's not about pretending, you're not feeling this, or the lack of that feeling being there. It's just how are you responding in the friendship. You know what I mean? If you all of a sudden develop this crush that you've been feeling for this woman who is your best friend, or vice versa, as a woman with a guy best friend, okay, that's cool. You open up and tell them, okay, that's also cool. That's your freedom of speech or whatnot. But if they like aren't down with it, and all of a sudden you start being weird, it's like, oh well, that's a little bit not cool. You know what I mean? Now all of a sudden there was an issue there that wasn't there before. Oh, go ahead, Claire.
I was just going to say, and it's hard too, because no one wants to lose that friendship that you've had for so long. But at the same time, there's now a little weird, like it's either uncomfortable or painful.
Right.
Yep.
And it's just something that I find where people really struggle at letting go of situations and forcing hands and stuff. Not even in the intense way people instantly go to, but like even just as simple as forcing a friendship to be the same, even if it isn't.
Right.
Yeah.
When it causes people nothing but like upset. So I can understand why sometimes you just want to like not have those feelings anymore, like just have that taken away, or find safety in having someone be your friend and know for a fact that they're not going to have like it takes a lot of the pressure off.
Right.
I think that's why a lot of women do like being friends with people who are like homosexual and stuff, because it does take off that pressure of like I can genuinely be this person's friend. Also women like guys who have girlfriends already, because they're like, cool, well that part's taken, now I can just be a friend, now I can just have it at my level. I would like to start off the next segment with a story. This story happened to 17-year-old Claire. Claire decided that she would like to buy a new comic book. This was probably in 2013, no, probably earlier than that, 2011. So I went to the local comic book store and I went in and I was looking for, I'm pretty sure it was Hawkeye. I can't remember. It was a really long time ago. But I was looking for this specific comic and I went up to the front counter and I was like, hi, can I have such and such comic? And he was like, well, you need to read the ones before it to have this one. And I said, I have read the ones before it and I would like to buy this comic. Can you help me find it? Do you have it in stock? Where is it? And he said, I can't remember what he said, but it was something along the lines of like, I don't believe you've read them. And That pissed me the fuck off. So I just smiled at him because at that point in time I was nowhere near as aggressive as I am now. And I turned around and I went and looked for it and I got it. I found it. It was there. And I picked it up and I went to the counter and I had all the right amount of money. I had everything. I was a customer. I was about to buy the book. And he basically acted like I was like the worst person in the world. Like I didn't know what I was doing. He was huffing. He was heaving. He let me buy it because, you know, what else was he going to do?
Right.
A lot of net beard, overweight.
Yeah.
I don't mean I have nothing against fedoras, but he was wearing one.
Was he really? Please
yeah,
tell me he wasn't actually.
I'm not kidding. It was also a ginger beard too. It was one of those like really gross ginger ones. You know?
Ginger neck beard.
Some rash. Yeah. Sounds like I'm making it up, but I swear.
Like, it's a lot. Yeah, it's a lot.
Yeah. And I bought it and I went out and I read it and I loved it.
Right.
But after that, I never wanted to go back into that place because it was intense. It was like, I was like, wow, this is what discrimination feels like. Like, you know, like I was like, shit. And I just, and like all throughout my life, I've had more positive experiences, especially as I got older and Big Bang Theory came around and like nerd culture became a little bit more like mainstream, popular and inclusive. But see, as a female, my inclusive included being sexualized for liking this stuff, being considered sexy because I like to get down to like anime. No, I just like anime. Thank you. Like, fuck you. Like, I just want to sit down and read some fruit baskets in peace, please. Not have you basically coming all over me. Like, sorry, that's a bit graphic. Coming up to me and like getting all over my face.
Oh, man.
About it.
But no, fits perfectly. Fits so perfectly.
You keep your comic book bukkake to yourself.
Okay, I don't think we needed that one. I don't think we needed to add that one. But okay.
That was perfect though. That one needs to stay. If my bit has to stay, that bit's staying. Like they are one and the same. They are twins. They are together. You do not separate. And my point is, it's just rough out here. Like, obviously it's rough out here for a lot of other people, and I'm not trying to sound the worst. But in this instance, this is where I struggle with, and like I struggled with telling people I like stuff and telling people my favorite like hobbies and things that I like to do. And I get so excited when they're chill about it. And that's just sad because it's so frustrating. And like that whole gamer girl, e-girl like culture that has come about and it's coming back out again, where it's like they're like shoving a controller. Like, how unhygienic is that when they like put the controller in their mouth? Like, bitch, that is festy. Do you know how many hands have touched that? Like,
wait, what?
She's, you know those pictures of girls
like,
they go
suck on the ends of controllers with their tits out and stuff like that.
I mean, I like it.
Like, I'm a gamer girl.
Oh, okay.
You're a festy ass motherfucker is what you are.
Sucking on controllers turns you on. Okay. Well, I guess I get it. You know, I guess.
I don't know how many times.
No, I don't. No, don't get it. No.
He said, "I guess I get
it." It is a terrible representation.
I fell to the dark side. I mean, real quick. I'm sorry.
I don't know how many times I got to tell this podcast that I'm a hoe. Like I just like, hey.
Yeah, but you're a dirty hoe.
Yeah,
what other hoe?
Me, there's the clean hoes.
There's clean hoes.
Hoe in peace.
What's that like?
Hoe in peace.
Not as
t-shirt.
Not as wonderful as you'd imagine, to be completely honest.
I didn't think so.
But nonetheless, I'm not a dirty hoe.
Your conscience is clear, and
his conscience is clear because
he doesn't.
His conscience is clear because he doesn't like girls that suck on PS4 remotes.
Well, when you said that out loud, did it feel right? Did it feel as right to you?
Does it turn you on more?
Yeah,
no, Logan, does it turn you on more if it's an Xbox controller or a PS4 controller? Which one turns you on more?
Well, Claire, the PS4 controller has length, but the Xbox controller has girth. So
that's what you did here. That's what you did here. All right, so audience, you can't see, but this is me checking out for a little bit. I just took the headphones out. I'm gonna stay right here and look.
I can't believe you did this, Logan. I'm sitting here.
I know.
And I'm talking about how it's incredibly hard for women to get taken seriously when they enjoy a form of media. and you're part of the problem.
I get it.
You are a part of the problem.
Part of the problem
you
for
are.
that.
Because
why? Because I like enjoy like a little sexy gamer girl media. What?
Well, they don't exist. So
they do exist. Wait a minute. That's not true.
Not those ones. They don't exist.
Who?
Bro,
the ones stuck in on PS4 controllers. Trust me, no one would do that if they knew where they had been.
When there's a picture of them.
Marketing, honey.
But it happened.
No,
that's
Logan.
the no. That's the whole bit, though.
Right now, Claire.
No, that's the whole bit. That's the whole bit, though.
Mm-hmm.
It's marketed to men.
Yes,
it's for
it
men.
Well,
it's not just for men. Where's my sexy guy fucking shoving it up his ass? I don't see one. So
that's
why?
That's
okay,
a lot.
Claire, how did we go?
Yeah, you're making me go there.
To anal, like
we went
from oral
to anal is a lot.
All right, like anal on the controller.
We did a lot.
Into ass to mouth, or
that's legit explicit content now. I'm just saying, but you're right.
I'm like, I like slam my head. I slam my fist on the desk like, damn it, Claire, you're right. I go make an inclusive gamer girl like porno. Like I'm just like, we need to do this for Claire. Like,
okay, real talk. I'm calming down. That was me trying to be funny while also incredibly aggro.
I understand.
I'm calming down.
I understand what where
you can edit that out if you want.
No, it's in. I understand where you're coming from and what you're saying. I do.
It upsets me.
It's upsetting. No, it's upsetting.
Don't try and validate me after you just ripped me to shreds. Nuh-uh.
Well, because what it sounded like for a bit was that like, one, you were a little kink shamey. And two, you're like,
no, you fucking asshole.
No, I have no. Okay, if there is Logan, if there was genuinely a girl out there that likes sucking on controllers, that's her business.
It's not that she likes it. It's that that's what she's doing because maybe she wants to look sexy in that way.
Yeah, but she completely stereotyped an entire fucking culture of women who genuinely enjoyed gaming.
But
there are women out there competing in like actual video gaming, like like professional video gaming tournaments and shit. Yeah. I highly doubt they're sucking on their controllers.
No, they're not. But we're not. That's not what that's for. So I understand that.
I'm talking about the perception that people had in the 90s and the early 2000s of that's what a gamer girl was. Not if you liked it or not. Not if you think it's sexy or not. I don't care about that. What I care about is the perception that it changed.
I understand what you're saying. What I'm trying to say about that, though, is that there's no reason that both of those things can't coexist. It's now a reason that what would a great gamer girl do sexually is what I'm saying. It's like
probably everything else.
Shut up, Mitch. I'm trying to get a point out.
Yeah, but your point is
Thank
stupid.
You, Mitchell.
No, my point is not stupid.
It's actually really horrible.
It's really taking away from what I'm trying to say, Logan. It's really taking away from my point.
No,
it's taking away from my point, and that's not fair.
Wait, give me.
Yes, it is.
Will you give me a second?
All right, let him explain to see if this is less than trash, because I'm pretty sure it's.
I know. God damn. Will you let me explain myself?
Okay,
for a second?
Go. Hurry up.
Oh my God. What I was trying to say was that I understand what you mean about the perception that gamer girls get from being overly sexualized, which is true. But what I was also saying, because you brought up the point where you're like, there's no girls doing that. And so it was kind of like the other episode where I heard sometime in the other episode we were talking about something sexually about like what girls may or may not do. And then it's just like sometimes what we do is because we're looking for justice in a way, we kind of end up cutting a person down and putting them in a box about what the person's limits are, and that's what I'm trying to speak to, is that it's not that I don't see the problems with over-sexualization in the gamer community. That's not what my point is, even though when I was trying to be funny, when you were trying to be funny too, what my point is that the same women that you're talking about aren't necessarily all like saints, rah warrior woman, gamer person. Like these are full and complete people too. So maybe that's something that they wanted to do. Maybe that is. Now what I'm saying is I understand what you're saying about that it is very male gazy when they take pictures like that. I get that. What I'm trying to say is that I don't like it when people say that, like, we stand up for people sometimes, and then it's like, when we talk about them as they're not like people anymore. We talk about them as their ideas, right? Like,
Let me
even
cut you
like
off
on
because
like on
that's
one
ridiculous.
no, what I'm saying is, on
You
one end, right? On one end, like, you're right? On one end, you have these girls that are over sexualized, right? But then on the other end, to combat that, we just made up another stereotype of a girl that's not sexualized at all, which I get, but also at the same time, she's if I say that the gamer girl that actually does actual real games, and then she actually competes in a tournament, might one day want to wear a crop top and like look sexy in headphones,
I never
all of a
said
sudden
she
that,
wasn't allowed to. You are
but I
putting
said
words in
that.
my
No, I
mouth.
said no. I didn't. No, I actually said that, and you got upset. That's what I'm speaking to.
No, I
That's
got
what I'm
upset
trying to
because you
speak
were
to.
pulling away from
Yeah,
what
I
I
didn't
was
even
trying to
remember
say.
hearing that.
No,
You were
I
pulling
know,
away from
because I
what I
didn't
was
even
trying
get
to
a
say.
chance to say it, because like it was like so triggering that, like, as soon as I said something like that, or I said, like, that I liked looking at that, or that maybe somebody liked cosplaying that way, that it became a problem, because it
Wait,
was
no
like,
one cared about that one. No one cared
but
about
that's
you
what
going,
I
"Oh,
was
I liked
saying the
looking
whole
at it."
time.
No, this
It
other
was
part
how
about the
you
crop
said
top
it.
thing I didn't hear,
What?
but no one cared about you saying I liked seeing that. We expect that from you. It's just everything else that was in between. Here's Claire talking about
Yeah.
a very serious over sexualization problem, and
Mm-hmm.
you thought that
And you
was the
being like,
right
I
time.
like that. That was
You thought
triggering to
that was
me.
the
That
right time
offended
to bring that
me.
up
Okay,
too.
no, I get that. I'm sorry. No, I get that. I didn't realize that's what I had done at that point.
Well,
Also,
and I
but
get that wasn't where
go
you were
ahead.
coming from, but it
Yeah.
still hurt my, like, it sort of hurt me a little because I was like,
No, I'm
you
sorry.
want
Yeah.
me to come on here and like express how I'm feeling. So I'm getting emotional and I'm
And then
expressing
you
how hard
belittle
it is.
her.
And then you
I'm
belittled me.
not
And then you got
belittling
upset
her.
at me. No, you didn't mean to, but it
You
felt
did.
like that. Okay, let's just move on because
No,
tensions are high.
we here. Let me listen to you.
Don't talk with the pen in your mouth, dude.
I'm trying to listen.
I just mean,
I'm
other
trying to
than the
listen
fact
to
that I
you.
do disagree with you, Logan, for my
Yes.
own personal reasons. It's just in that moment, Claire brought up like that's a very serious thing to speak about, because in the gamer community that's rampant, and we could talk about the picture, we'll move on, but
I
nonetheless,
have no issues with women wanting to express their sexuality. I'm an
absolutely, and I know
ex-sex
you
worker.
don't.
I
Right.
don't care about women wanting to wear crop tops or wanting to do those things. What I cared about was how, for a really long time,
Mhm.
that was the only representation we had, and that's
Gross.
that's exactly what you were talking about
Okay.
how there are different types of women.
Right.
I'm not saying she's not valid. I'm just saying it frustrated me and angered me when you came on and was all like, I like that though. Like, that's not the point.
Okay.
That's not the point, you know?
No, I get it.
And
Also,
I
in
don't like.
terms of
That's not what I was
we've
trying
been
to say.
battling that image. Like, not
That's
we,
not
but
what
like
I
a
was
lot of
trying
women
to.
were battling
I
that
understand what
image.
you're saying.
No,
No, I understand what you're saying. I understand how I sounded now. That's not what I meant when I was trying to say, like, I like that though. I was trying to say, when I said I like that, because on one level, I do personally like that, but on the other
obviously.
level, I think I
That's
know.
fine.
No, like, on the other level, I do know people who are like that, who are weebish, and they like, that's like how they like to express themselves, and so like I like seeing somebody be able to like express themselves in that way too.
I know, but if you let me finish, you would have gotten
Mhm.
to the point of me. Like, if you hadn't interrupted like that, like, I know past is in the past, whatever, you would have heard me get to the point where it's like not about the fact that I cared whether or not they were sexually, like, being sexually explicit,
Right.
and more the fact that it was all marketing to men, and that like, women have never really had a place in video gaming when it comes to social constructs.
No,
Or
I
at least they
understand.
had
Yeah.
it for a really long time, and we've had to fight that tooth and nail, you know?
Yeah.
We've had to fight. There's a lot of women who've had to fight against that image because that's what's been expected of them. It's fine if that's what you want to do, but when it's expected of you, it's different. Does that make sense?
No, I'm listening to you. No, yeah.
Sorry, I'm just taking a minute.
No, I know.
But even the image of
I don't want to
itself.
come at you hard when it's like I
Nah,
get
come
what
at his
you're
ass
I
hard.
don't.
Fuck him.
No,
No, I'm serious, Claire. Like, if you have shit to say to him about when he makes you feel like that, say that shit. He deserves to hear it.
I mean, yeah.
Shut up, Logan.
No, I'm. I'm here to learn too. Like shit.
Yes,
I know.
which is the truth.
You
Which is
just
why I
get
tell
so
her.
like hostile, which amps me up. Maybe not hostile, but defensive, and I just felt a little unheard, which was really frustrating me because I was talking about like women's issues, and you were like defending women to me
at the wrong damn time. Logan thought it was the right time when Claire was like, "Yeah, so
because
you
that's
are
where I was
struggling."
coming from with the subject. I was trying. I think that
But
was the
time and
problem.
place, Logan.
I
Time
was
and place.
no. I'm saying that I wasn't trying to like defend. Well, in a little bit, but like I wasn't. That wasn't my point. It was just that like that was where I was coming from with the subject. And so like when she's saying no, 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 this isn't how it is. I'm like, in what way isn't it like that? Like I'm trying to figure out like what is she talking about? I'm trying to figure out why she's saying no, it couldn't be this way when I'm like, you know what I'm saying? So that's
Yeah,
why I was kind of like fighting back a little about the whole thing because
yeah.
it wasn't that I disagree, and I kept saying I
I
agree with
think,
what Claire's saying. I don't disagree. It was just that I was
yeah,
like, well, why can't it also be this way as well?
I think
But
what you
Mm-hmm.
forget with me is I already struggle to speak on
Yeah.
such stuff. I actually really struggle with being a feminist, not because I don't believe in it or I don't care, but because I've been like beaten down my entire life. So I really struggle to speak out and speak my truth and speak freely.
Mm-hmm.
So when you do come at me like that, I instantly get aggro and defensive and like stuff like that because that's my defense mechanism.
Yeah.
That's how I survived all these
Right.
years. So I think that's why it got so emotional for a bit there, and I'm all choked up now, is because I felt unheard and I got offended unwarrantedly. Does that make sense? Because you're my
No,
friend.
I don't
Sorry, I
think
didn't
it's
mean to make it
No, I
sad. I
don't
was
think
just
it's
saying, like,
no,
unwarranted.
it's entirely
I think
warranted.
it's no, yeah, I think it's
It's
completely
entirely
warranted. I
warranted.
think that like from where you were coming from with it, like I would
mm,
have done the same. So I
yeah,
understand exactly where you're coming from. And I am
yeah.
sorry, Claire. I didn't mean
It's
to like
okay. No, you're
No,
already
I didn't mean
forgiven.
to
You
like
know me.
talk you
No,
down
fuck
into
him,
like
Claire. Let him apologize. Damn it. This is not. No, I'm for real. I'm not here for your. Oh, we're not just gonna forgive him easy. That was really fucked up and annoying, and he shouldn't be doing that shit. Learn and
Yeah.
do fucking better, nigga. The fuck wrong with you? Like, goddamn, all the girls asking this to be heard. Shit, man. Like the fuck. Like, sorry. I'm sorry, Logan. That came from a realer place than I was expecting it to. But I got
Aw.
to, as your friend, as one of your closest friends, and another man, I have to tell you that shit, bro. Like, cut that shit out, bro. I mean,
I
but in
think
speaking of those pictures, though, the one
I
thing I
think
wanted to bring up. Oh,
hold
what do
on,
you want to
hold on.
say?
I think what I was gonna say was that like sometimes when we're on the show, like I do try to push you guys a lot. Like I do like try to like
Then you're
because
like,
I'm
wait, why are
always
they broken?
No, Claire. He doesn't do that. He goes, oh, wait, why are they yelling back at me?
Yeah. Why are they getting
He's
so
like,
emotional?
oh, what the fuck, guys? And it's like, are you fucking serious, bro?
I really don't care the way other people like hear me sometimes on the show, which is counterintuitive how I tell you guys to be on the show. But I'm trying like because to me I feel safe with saying what I'm saying, even though I'm glad you guys stop me a lot of time, right? A lot of the time when I'm asking questions, and I think I'm gonna keep this part in because I want people to know why I ask the questions I ask sometimes.
Why would you take it out? Nothing bad happened.
Shut up, Mitch. You always say, why would you take it out? And we'll be like, we'll say something like, you know what would it be like if you killed all the elephants? And Mitch would be like, why would you take that out? And it's like, exactly. Poaching? I was like,
I mean, aren't we supposed to know about poaching and be aware?
No, not if you're talking about it pro poaching. anyways, what I was saying is a lot of the time I interject a lot because this is a show. And
I know.
I hear the topics that we're saying, and sometimes I'll hear something. We'll bring up a lot of time things that I've heard a lot of other places, as shows do. But sometimes I hear you guys say certain things, and it kind of just like when I say I'm being triggered, it's just like it sets this alarm bell off for me to like kind of want to ask you about it,
Yeah.
And so sometimes it is a little inappropriate, And I'm not trying to be inappropriate. I'm trying to find,
I can respect
the
that.
inner truth of what it is you're saying. I'm trying to push you in that way. And so that's what I'm trying to say. That's why I'm trying to apologize and say, I didn't mean any real disrespect.
I'm happy.
But I know that it doesn't matter that I didn't mean it. It's just I'm trying to apologize for any disrespect, period. you know, because I even understand what you're saying, where you're coming from, where you're like, this is a hard topic to talk about,
for me to talk about in general, and I'm pushing myself already.
Yeah, and you're already pushing yourself, and then I'm trying to push you even more about something.
I'm like,
like it's like, so like I do apologize for that. That's not, I wasn't cool,
and it is important to talk about because, you know, I'm a representation on this show, and I'm happy to be. Like, I'm proud of being your friend, and I'm proud of being here, and I'm proud to be Australian, and yada yada fucking yeah. But at the same time, I'm just a person who has a mental illness, who struggles with social constructs, who struggles with society, who struggles and struggles and struggles. And I want to make things better and change things. And I feel like I can't do that unless I drag out all of my nitty gritty bits for people to see and for them to understand that. You know what I mean? And like, I know what I said. I listen, like, thinking back on what I said, I can understand how you got that alarm bell triggered, because I know a lot of people do get very like, oh, why can't women be sexual?
Yeah.
But that's not where I was coming from.
No,
where I was coming from was, where I was, thank you, Mitchell. Where I was coming from was, why do we have to be sexual? Why does it have to be sexual to be a part of it? Why can't we just be like, if you want to be in the gaming community and wear your crop tops and suck on your controllers and yada, 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 people will accept you. But do you not realize that they won't accept girls who come in their baggy hoodies and unwashed hair, who want to just eat Cheetos and play video games? Like, do you not realize that they're not accepted because that's not okay? You know, that's not where it's coming from. There's all different types of girls. There's middle girls, like the girls right in the middle of those two girls as well, who will enjoy video games. And I know so many women who don't want to talk about it, because if they talk about it with a guy they like, for instance, they're talking to like someone on Tinder or something, they don't want to say they like video games, because the second they do, you know what image pops in their head? The one with the sucking controller, the one with the tits out, not the gross one who wants to just sit by you and not talk to you and just play the video game. And like, not that girl.
Gross.
No, she doesn't.
Why she gotta be gross?
Oh, well, that's, she means, sorry, like, I'm talking about perception.
She means like not. She means like gross, and like you're not trying to be overtly sexual yourself. Like, you're not, like you're wearing your baggy clothes, and you just like you got Cheeto dust
being
on
a person.
You. Yeah.
No, but she explained that. She was like, it's just talking about the perception as people perceive them. But no, I mean, even just the picture though, right, Claire? Because let's talk about that sucking on the controller picture. How many women do you think were in that boardroom deciding that was the go-to? Hey,
that's where I was coming from.
Women were in that boardroom like, hey guys, I'm definitely sure this one will work. I don't personally think so.
Yeah, and like Logan's comment of how he liked that was an instant like of a red flag to me, because it's like, why do you
horrible
like that?
time?
You like that because it's sexual. You like that because it like turns you on. That's not why I'm here. That's not what I'm talking about. Like, you know what I mean? I'm not out here trying to kink shame. I don't mean to kink shame anyone. I'm just saying
sucking on controllers isn't a kink.
Why wouldn't it be, Mitch? Don't get me started. Don't get me started. Don't get me started. Don't get me started. Just let her talk. Don't get me started. Carry on. Why wouldn't we? Just go. Go.
Quick. It's just frustrating that sexuality has to come into a hobby, you know? And same with like comic books, as I was saying before. It's frustrating that, you know, any help I've had in being accepted into the comic community has been sexualization. It's like, I don't do that to you. I don't go, oh, that guy reads that. Oh, that's so... No. I go, that's cool. Maybe I can talk to him about it. If I talk to him about it and I like him, or I find him attractive for other reasons, or even if I do find him attractive for it, but it's because it's my favorite comic and he likes it too, and I feel a connection there. You know what I mean? Like, sexuality can play a part, but it doesn't... it's not... Do you know what I'm trying to say? By it's not...
Yes, absolutely, actually.
I'm not trying to diminish sexuality is important, because it is. It's just so forced upon women in the quote-unquote nerd community, you know.
Well, Claire,
and we're not accepted unless... Sorry,
no, I was just I was just gonna say, you're not talking about sexuality. You're not even talking about sexualization. You're talking about over-sexualization.
Yeah.
Which is a fucking rampant problem in our society across the globe. You're talking about over-sexualization in a fucking comic book or video game store, in a place where people are pretending... Well, let me not say that, because video games come chock full of,
because
like,
I think because what happens is that like when you say like across the world, when you're talking about that, it's like when she gets into that comic book store, right?
She feels it in her neck of the woods.
No, that's not what I was gonna say. What I was saying,
okay.
what I was gonna say is like when she walks into that store, is it mostly women in the stores or mostly guys? You know, she's already talked
Yeah.
like you're walking into like a male dominated space already. And then the way those males choose to act because of that space,
which is either
turns into
nasty
exactly.
or sexualize me. Like, and I have stuff in common with these males.
Which, by the way,
I
over
do.
the years has gotten better as
It
far as
has.
like
It definitely has.
Well,
I'm
lot
saying
has
as far
gotten
as like whether or not how dominated the space is, but it still has its problems nonetheless, you know, and some
Like,
of those problems are still pretty big.
Yeah, I know a girl who worked in a comic book shop in like 2015-ish, and even then she was accepted, but she was stupider. You know, she didn't know what she was talking about as much. Like, she could still be talked to with the level of respect that is expected to talk to another person with.
Right.
Wow, how amazing. But sorry, pisses me off so much.
Yeah.
But she would any time, like any recommendations she'd give customers would be undermined if someone could like if one of the other workers, and it was by the other workers, like it was by her boss and her co-workers, they would undermine her to customers about her choices and be like, oh, like they weren't overtly like, oh, that's a woman's choice or anything incredibly sexist like that, but it was still so evident. Like, it was just still so, you get what I mean, like that subtle sexism, you know, how you've got like the big one, and then you've got the one that's still like, oh, good, no. So it's just frustrating is where I was getting, and I just really hope that if I ever have a daughter, she don't have to deal with any of this bullshit, you know.
No,
I gotta hope for a better world.
Same.
I don't know where I was going with this. I got so distracted by all my emotions, and now my brain's all like tired. You know, when you get like super upset.
I think when you started talking about it again, like
when I picked back up.
Yeah, because like, see, that's why you say like my brain is weird. Because in my brain, that was the response I wanted the first time I said all my bullshit, but that wasn't obviously the response I was going to get.
Emotionally,
I know. That's what that's why I said it was all my bullshit, because it was, you know.
Yeah.
But like, that's where I kind of wanted you to go, because like you just said like something that was so like full of truth and like honest, and it was just like, for me, I like felt everything you were saying. Like, it's not even about whether or not I experienced it or not. It was just like, I really felt where you were coming from, and I like felt like I could sympathize with the moment. You know what I mean? I sound so stupid right now, but
no,
like,
you don't, because we are a podcast of discriminated persons. Whatever discrimination we're facing, it's still discrimination, and it may be different, and we may not understand everything each other's going through, but we have a level, is it empathy or sympathy, where you like don't understand 100%, but you've been there in a different situation. Sympathy. So we have sympathy for each other,
right?
And I think that's what's important about this podcast, is it's just us being friends and talking about it and being each other's allies and being able to validate each other in our issues, even though we haven't been through it. We still know, like, you know, and it's easier to talk to you about this stuff than it would be a white guy, because that guy's probably, sorry, not pointing at Ben, that guy's probably the one that that was, you know, in that comic book shop, you know, 12 years ago, whenever I was in there, you know. It's different. It's good.
Yeah.
But it's different. I think it's important. I love you guys. I don't know. I'm just rambling bullshit, but it's like emotional bullshit. It's like, I gotta stop.
No, it's good. No,
let that shit out, Claire.
No, I think
keep that shit inside, man.
I know she's getting real gushy on us.
I'm really vulnerable this podcast, and I hate it.
Keep that shit inside, man. Let that shit out, man.
I think, not to put too fine a point on it, but I kind of want this to be a little bit of a safe space, you know. And I know I antagonize you guys a lot, but like, I love you guys.
We can take
you know
it.
What I mean?
Take it.
We can
take it and then dish out worse. This man
and when I can't take it, I crack it at you.
And then I come to save you, Claire, because I'm like, I will not let you harm Claire in this way, Logan. I won't let your evil. I won't let your evil spread once again.
I'm so glad you guys are protective of one another. I love it. I love it actually.
Yeah,
Like
'cause
I
I've come
like
to a
I
lot of
I
them
get
being
I
like,
get
leave him
it.
alone.
I get like the hard bits of it, and like while you guys are kicking my ass, I'm just like, this is so beautiful. Like I'm just like.
In our defense, you probably deserved it.
I
No, no,
literally come
I
into the
most likely
podcast ready to just be like, yeah, Logan, what do you need? And then Logan's like, what I need
Mm.
is violence, Mitch.
Yeah,
What I need is violence. And I'm just like,
violence.
Logan, please calm down. And then all of a sudden he throws a
blood.
haymaker.
How about blood, Mitch?
Like, oh my god. And you have to play the parent who's just like, Logan, stop. Logan, oh my god. Jesus Christ, Logan, just stop. Stop.
Mitch, speaking about bad parents, have you seen Invincible yet?
Yes,
so here's the answer, Logan. Have I seen it? No.
Yeah.
But I've read 32 issues in on the comic book.
Okay, we've only seen the show, so don't spoil anything.
So technically, I don't think I started it. I'm like episode 3. So
you did? Oh, wow.
Yeah, I started it. We can talk about it because I know it. I know it now. But from what I'm seeing already, it's being handled really well. The animation interesting. They're doing a few things different from the comic book.
Yeah.
Some things I like. Some things I would have preferred to stay the same. Regardless, the show so far, I'm really enjoying. I can't wait to finish it.
Oh, it's so good.
But I know about the bad parenting. I know about the bad
parenting.
Yeah.
I know about all the bad parenting. 32 issues in, I think I'm either a little bit ahead of the show now, technically, with the end of the first season, or potentially behind. But I don't want to like spoil anything, so I'm not going to bring it up. But I know about the bad parenting.
You know, it's crazy because like Claire was just talking. We're talking about comic books again. Ugh. And Claire was just
don't say that, sacrilegious.
Claire was just talking about yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Claire was just
we let Logan finish.
Wow.
You said my name 5 times now. You don't need to say it again. We know who you're trying to say. I was talking about.
For me, it was his face when I said, "Don't disrespect the holy text."
text. Yeah,
like,
I knew
really,
that
Mitch, and I was like, "Yeah, bro. Yeah, really."
You see how Mitch antagonized me on the show? You know? It's horrible, man. No, what I was gonna say was that it was funny because we were like talking about comic books and stuff, and we was talking about. We seem to do that a lot on this show. You know what I mean?
Comic books,
and you know what? Fuck it. It's a nerd cast. Live with it. Like
I know.
Live with it.
Straight from Claire.
I just want us to be cool.
We're already the coolest.
We're not cool, honey. We're evil and nerdy and adorable.
We're the coolest people on the planet right now.
Logan likes to think he's so much cooler than us, but like anytime we're not on the pod, he's equally as bad.
I know. That's what I was just about to say though, is that like me and you talk about like this shit like all the time. Like we used to like have like 3-hour conversations about like I don't know what was ever going on with like Avengers and whatnot, which is why we talked about it so much on the show in the last couple of episodes and stuff, and why we had to stop.
This is natural for us.
Yeah, I know.
We didn't talk about it really that much. We just talked about a lot.
Mitch, we talked about it literally 3 episodes in a row.
No, but not the comic book itself. We're talking about some of the shit we see happening.
I love how it's a running joke. Mitchell doesn't listen to this.
I know it's the best.
Yeah, I know. Like, anyway, I don't have time for this.
He's so behind.
The poor guy's the only one. No, but like the thing is, the poor guy's the only one who's like out here hustling, promoting and shit, and we're just like, no, fuck you, Mitchell. He's got our back, like so.
I'm literally
bad.
just
like,
sharing it in the spaces that I can. I'm waiting for this link from Logan. I'll put it in my bio, but I'm just trying to get his promotion. It's important, man.
Oh yeah, you guys are waiting.
I want to do that.
I'm literally, I literally asked you for it.
I will happily do it once.
Oh, that's because
asking me.
Because I don't know why you don't just send them a Spotify link or a Google Podcast link.
Because it only does the one episode, and I don't want to have to like update every time we release a new episode.
Logan, I send them the Spotify link. That's why I've been sharing. I'm just
why
saying
do they say
because
but for the bio,
I don't have connection to. I can't.
We
send
need a
them
link tree
because I'm not. I don't know if I can go into the. Google.
Why do they say they need like a link? I don't understand.
No, not a link. They're just asking if there's other places. And if I had the
tree.
link, I could just redirect them, and then they could just
from the
if
bio.
You just had the link from where you could share all the sources where the podcast is.
You know the saying link in the bio.
So like they want to like share the podcast or something.
No, it's not. It's
if they want to, but
not everybody listens on Spotify. I've been sharing.
I know, but like we're on everything.
I know, but if you set up a link tree, or you get me to set up a link tree, or someone sets up a link tree, and we put it in our bios, we can say, we can advertise with link in the bio. They can go to the link tree, and then anywhere that they want to listen to the show, it will be there. Like boom, boom. You don't have to do it.
Talk your real shit, Claire. Talk your shit, Claire.
Just anyway, we'll talk about this after the pod. We're supposed to be
lazy. People are lazy. Because if I send you the link, I didn't send you the link.
I'm sorry,
the link I sent you.
Welcome to showbiz. Viewers are lazy. Viewers want to do the least possible.
We are accommodating them. They're not accommodating us, Logan.
Exactly. What is wrong with you?
We want people to like us, Logan.
Hey, fans out there. So just in case you heard Logan not giving a flying fuck, me and Claire out here just want y'all to know we care so very much. We try to make this like easy for y'all. I swear. Don't worry, I'm going to get to it. I'm gonna get to it.
Or you could just tell me where you listen to stuff, and I'm gonna be like, okay, here's.
That's so much effort on their part, though.
What's creating a link because I can just be hustle man about it. I could be like, hey, you got that Google podcast, you get that Spotify, you get that iPod, you know.
Fix your damn voice, bro. Stop putting the hustle
voice on.
Just make the goddamn link tree and make it simpler for everybody.
I got watches made out of the podcast.
That's easier. Oh my god!
Look, it's also easier for you because in some link trees you get some analytical information as well. But otherwise, you don't have to. You get to do less too. You don't have to tell anybody I have it here, there. I just have this one link. They can find where they need the podcast, bro.
Just look into it. Think about it. Give us that. Thank you. Don't do that thing where you say you'll think about it and don't think about it, though, because I see you. Yeah, I see you.
So anyway.
Anywho.
Milk Toast Podcast. Link tree coming soon.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Wow, this derailed intensely.
Yeah, we went way off the tracks there.
I would like to point
who's the best
out.
Spider-Man?
No, wait, hold on. I want to point something out just back on my point.
You just said you wanted to stop talking about comic books.
I did. But I was like, because we're here.
Do you know do you remember who you asked if they've seen Invincible? Even though I said yes. Who did you ask if they've seen Invincible?
Everybody?
No, Mitch. You asked Mitch if he'd seen Invincible. You didn't bother asking me if I've seen it.
Why? You know
why?
That's
misogyny.
No, it's not misogyny. Don't stop. Don't do that. Come on, listen. Stop.
Oh, you may not have meant for it to be misogyny.
It's not misogyny because
that doesn't take it away.
The worst kind is the one that's accidental.
Actually, no. It's
no,
not
no. The worst kind is the one that's not admitted to. Logan.
Maybe for you guys.
I hate you too. I hate you too.
Yo, Air 5, Claire.
Fucking dorks. Listen, it's not misogyny because the only reason, and I do this every show, I always ask Mitch first if he's seen something because I know you've seen it, Claire. And Mitch never sees anything. Mitch
you just
never
gave me the biggest piece of bait. Do I reel it in?
Claire, he doesn't even listen to our own podcast that he's on. Like, what do you mean?
I listen to it just at my own rate in time, like everything else.
That's why I asked him if he's seen something because he doesn't even listen to the shows that he's on. Like,
this joke's not funny anymore. I'm on episode 5.
This is episode 6. See, this is the problem.
All right. I'm a little behind, but I'm on episode 5. Goddammit. I'm gonna listen to it tomorrow at work, hopefully.
Oh my god. Let me close my door real quick. Hold on.
Oh, you ain't closing your door, but I gotta close my closet because you scared for no reason. Bro, what kind of shit is this? See, door been open this entire time. You don't hear me going, oh god, an open space. Oh god.
Oh god, an open space.
It's been left ajar. Oh no! Oh no!
Do you know who could walk in that? Monsters. Do you know if you leave a door open, anything can just walk through it, Logan?
Have you ever
Do you know
heard?
how rude that is?
Wait, no, listen. Have you ever heard?
He's going somewhere with this. That was not intended.
Yes, I am. It's crazy. Like I can really go anywhere with any topic you guys bring up. Like I could just like take it anywhere I want.
It's not crazy. It's frustrating.
Why is that frustrating? I can make any topic into a good topic. Like, what are you talking about? It's great. No, what I was gonna say is when you brought up like about the dangers of open doors, is that like there's like, isn't there like an old wives' tale or something that like if you put the head of your bed on the same wall that there's an open door, like it's like you're inviting bad spirits to come into your bed. So like if the head of your if the head of your
just
bed
looking at his bed guys, listeners, you need to know the face. I can't wait to make a video because he just looked at his bed, and I know that his door is beside it. Like the way he looked.
No, it's not my front door. I have a back door in my room, so I wouldn't have to care. But on my back wall,
where do spirits come through? Not the front door. Oh. What, you think a ghost is just gonna come up and knock on your front door? He's sneaking in the back.
That's probably why your closet's so creepy, Mitch.
It's not by that side. It's
oh
on
my
the other
God.
side.
No, it's because you're just letting bad spirits into the room, so it's creating like pockets in the darkness of your room. Like it's a problem.
I ain't letting no bad spirits.
Okay, this got too serious.
Why you had to tell me that? Why you had to tell me that? Oh, do you guys remember that episode of Rick and Morty? Never mind.
No.
I know all episodes of Rick and Morty, but we're not.
No,
talking
it's just
about it. We'll talk about it later.
The one where he was like, okay. Yeah, let me not.
Yeah, we'll talk about it again.
Now I'm just, oh shit, I gotta move my bed now? Fuck, man.
I was trying to tell you, yeah, man.
Like, man, I got space.
I don't even, like, when I heard that, I was in the middle of rearranging my room when I first heard that. And I was like, okay, I'm not gonna put my bed there. It was like,
that'd be some work.
I just didn't want to take the chance. Yeah.
I gotta put this, man.
You know, it's the worst part. Like, I feel like sometimes when you live in ignorance, you're safer. But like, as soon as you know, that's when the universe.
That's
or
when
whatever,
you're like, oh shit.
You know better. Like, it's like
you have 3 to 5 business days to deal with this now problem
this.
that has become apparent. Then we will proceed to haunt the shit out of you.
Yes, exactly.
Like, God damn it, bro. Thanks, Logan. Thanks for ruining my life.
It helped your life.
Which was the point to the Rick and Morty episode, because now I want to talk about it.
Watch you sleep better now. Watch you sleep better.
Let's see. It was the episode where the dude comes in and he tells Rick that he's been chosen to help him ceremoniously end his life because that's how the religion goes.
Oh yeah.
And then fucking Morty's like, oh man, I can't believe like you guys just believe in shit like that. That must be so easy, so nice. You know, I question my belief all the time, and the dude's like, he's like, wait, what? And he's like, oh shit, maybe I'm not ready. And then dies, and because in that one moment he believed, he got sent to his work. His spiritual medium was just like, nah. He's like, oh, you stopped believing? Nah, you get to go to hell. And he looks back at Morty. He's like, I can have peace forever, Morty, but now I won't because you ruined it for me. Like, it's drugs to hell, bro. That's how it felt just now for me. I'm like, damn it, man. I can't end up like that guy. Shout out to Rick and Morty. Rick and Morty on the podcast.
I just watched too many of those Conjuring movies to like be fucking with bad spirits.
Nah, bro, I can tell, bro. Because the way you be looking at my closet, bro, I'm like,
shit. I hate the Conjuring. Hot take.
You don't like the Conjuring?
It is crap. No, it
Wait,
bored
not even
the
the first
shit
one?
out of me.
Not even the first one?
Bad movies though.
Nah. Well, the first. Okay, I'll give you the first one.
Okay.
No, give me a second. I'll give you the first one. Kind of. Like, it's still not my favorite, but like, it's at least a movie that made sense and didn't. Like,
that's true. Yeah.
It wasn't terrible. But
that's
after,
why I like
I don't mind Annabelle. Annabelle's okay.
I didn't see Annabelle.
Like, I can't do Annabelle. Annabelle has too much demon shit.
I love creepy doll movies.
Too much
creepy,
like
creepy doll movies. I like.
So
Chucky, yeah, original and the new one. I like the new one as much as the old one. Like the original ones are just like my fave in the entire world. The new one did good, like did justice. Don't you like it when a new movie does good justice? I like it when it does justice.
Yeah.
Anyway,
I didn't.
What are you laughing at?
I didn't when I watched Annabelle, I didn't know it was gonna have so much demon shit in it. I knew it was, which is weird because it's like one of those Conjuring movies and all they're about is demon spirits.
Yeah,
right?
literally. That's literally
like they literally make a point to say like, no, you don't have ghosts, you have demons. Like it's just like
Sims is a haunting. Like, it's like no, this entity is more demonic than we expected.
Nah, this is just straight up demon
shit.
They're like, actually, there's no such thing as ghosts. It's only demons. It's just like. You're like,
So yeah, all that Casper shit? No, that's for the birds.
No, that's not real, man. But demons.
Now demons.
So like, I'm watching Annabelle.
I just want you to take this demonology book, read chapters 1 through 5.
And then like they like for like the Annabelle like thing, it's like they have like the doll moving around because that's what the movie's about. It's about this like possessed doll or whatever. But then like at some point they actually show like a demon running around with the doll, and I'm just like, this is too much. Like, I'm just like, I'm like, it's one thing if the doll is running around, but if you got like the guy actually like running around with the doll, I can't do it. Like I'm
out. Sometimes he's just like, no, I'm too Christian for that.
Yes, yeah, that's exactly what happened. I was like, there's too much devil.
That's literally all it is. I can hear it in his voice now.
I'm sorry.
I'm too Christian for that. No, I had to hug the Jesus piece way too hard.
I'm so mad that bitch called me out because it's so true.
Bro, I'm sorry. I've been seeing it. I see it in you like all the time. It's just
I was like, there's way too much devil shit going on right now.
Oh my god. You scared little bitch, bro. Like,
I don't fuck with that shit because then, like, okay, this is what I tell people all the time. Because, like, sometimes I get in these arguments about religion with people, right? And they'll be like, and it's like sometimes you get in a religious argument with somebody who doesn't believe in anything, and they don't believe in God, and they're really trying to like get you not to believe too, right? Like, and it's like a weird reverse gospel type thing that's going on, right? And it's just, and it is weird because like at some point in the conversation I'm just like, listen, bro, either you believe in all this bullshit or you don't, right? Either you believe demons and shit and like angels and all that, or you don't, and that's just gonna be how it is because like it's like because like
for lack of better explanation,
because like I believe all that stuff is real, so like I'm just not gonna go fuck around with demons and shit. Like if somebody's like, you want to go dance in the graveyard, I'm like, no. I'm like, I'm good.
Just in case.
Yeah.
Have you guys
Jesus
seen
woke me up this morning?
Have you guys seen The Exorcism of Emily Rose?
No, I don't see shit like that. Like,
it's actually really deep. No, like it's not even like the thing I like about it, and this won't spoil anything if you do want to watch it, if you end up liking it.
Yeah,
is the whole time they're battling. It's like people who believe in science and think she's like this girl's having seizures and is actually mentally ill versus people who are religious and think she's actually possessed. And the whole time, each one's just bringing out really good points, and you're like just constantly like you're just like, I don't know what to fucking believe. Like I end up going on the side of the scientist, but that's just me. But you might end up being you going on, you know what I mean? Like
I'm on the side of whoever gets the fucking demon out of the human person.
That's what I'm at. That's
so
what
obviously you picked the side already.
Yeah,
no, you've already picked the side. There is
whoever's just like, let's get the demon out and stop bickering and fighting amongst ourselves and help the person. That's the side I'm on.
Yeah, because
that whole time she's actually dead already.
Wait, what?
Spoiler alert!
That's
you have to go
beep me out.
Alert.
First
Logan,
of all, that's a major
that
spoiler, and two, what the fuck?
Oh yeah.
I didn't like that.
That's like
the court hearing. Okay, I'm gonna have to fix this. Maybe cut this out. I don't know. But the court hearing is about
is like
after what killed her.
Is this like a true
story? So it's after.
No.
Yeah. Hold up. So the movie is one of those movies that flashes backwards and forwards in time. So it flashes to the court hearing. So the girl dies at the start of the movie, but the arguing is whether or not she was killed by the demon that was possessing her or she was killed by having a seizure. And so they're flashing backwards and forwards with the evidence they're saying. They go back to the like. Do you get what I'm trying to say? Like it's not. It's not like she was dead the whole time. It's she dies straight up. But the argument is what killed her.
Because
was she possessed or was she like?
I was imagining a scenario where like 8 people are arguing in a room where this girl's just dead for like 2 hours. They're just arguing.
No, it's like really like an actual like because the priest is actually on trial. The priest is getting charged with murder because he let it happen. Because he let.
But he was like what other people.
Well, the psychiatrist and the scientist took him to court because they think she died from a brain seizure, and he spent all this time trying to exercise her and didn't actually help her.
Oh,
yeah.
Wow.
So he's arguing. So the priest is arguing, saying, "Yeah,
you can't. That's not right. You can't sue somebody for that." Like they
did in the movie.
Yeah, but they actually believe. He actually believes that that shit's going on. He could be wrong. I'm gonna leave room for him to be wrong.
Well, if he is wrong, he did just let a girl die. Like he let a girl die.
But
if he is wrong,
he didn't let a girl die because he wouldn't know what a seizure is because he's thinking it's a demon thing.
I mean, it's based in modern times. Like it's based in the.
He's not a doctor. How do you sue somebody who's not a doctor for medical shit? That's
okay.
my
You
point.
need to watch the movie and we'll talk.
You're right. All right.
Because I do think you'd actually find it interesting. Because there
that
are
might
really
actually be interesting.
Well, they might not be suing him for medical shit.
See, the problem I have
medical, lingo and jargon to be like, this is what the person let happen for the.
But I'm saying like you wouldn't sue the dude wouldn't sue the dude at Burger King because your triple bypass went wrong.
Some people
do. No, I wouldn't. But you bring up
that was a bad example.
Yeah.
Now I understand what you guys mean about my bad examples. That was one of them. Like, I just beat myself. Like,
I'm not enjoying this. You beating yourself as much as I figured I would. Sadly, I think I'd rather seeing you help yourself.
Yeah, I probably should
do better, Logan. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, that'll be the day.
Oh my god. Get some help, bro.
Logan helping himself?
Get some fucking help, man. Get some fucking help.
No, I was gonna say like the reason why like some of those Conjuring movies are so like I haven't seen them all. Like the second Conjuring where they're like in London or whatever, and like it was like the Long Man or whatever. That shit didn't scare me. That was weird. I didn't like it.
Stupid.
But like some of those Conjuring movies, it's just like too much. It's like just too much demon shit. And like in the first Conjuring movie, like see, this is what I mean. Like all the Conjuring movies technically are based off of like actual cases that like the Warrens had, right? Of like demon possession or whatever, right? They're based off of real like stories. Now they're movies, so they're like dramatized, right? Like overly. But at the same time, at the same time, like there's this part in the first Conjuring movie where they're asking the people, because the people are like getting attacked by the demon, of course, and they're like, hey, do you go to church? And they're like, actually no, we never go to church. And they're like, well, you might want to start. And then it was just like it was like, and they're like, really? And they're like, well, I it would help. Like, and I'm just like, let me get out of here.
I feel that.
I literally stopped watching The Conjuring because like I used to watch it like all the time, and I stopped watching it because one time I was sitting there watching it, and it got to the end where like all the shit hits the fan, and you're like, Bathsheba. That's my favorite part, right? Well, like all the demon shit's happening. Well, it's getting to that part, and then like, next thing I know, I noticed one of the doors opened in my house.
Yep.
By itself, and I was like,
I'll do it.
I'm not watching this anymore. Let's watch Teletubbies or something. Let's watch the cleanest thing I can watch. Like,
all it takes is one accidental random occurrence in a house during or after watching a scary movie. Sometimes before, for your entire night to be ruined and you never to be associated with that film ever.
Yeah, I was like, I have strayed far from God. Like, let me.
No. Like, oh God. Like, all right, I'm gonna chill on that.
Take a prayer real quick.
Yeah.
I'm gonna chill on that.
Let me go clean this house real quick with some prayer.
So, about them dreams.
What about dreams? What did you want to talk about dreams?
Dream. All right, geez, why you always gonna do that, bro? You're like, all right, what do you want to talk about, man? Lens, all on you, bro.
Because
Speak,
you'll
pick, topic up.
When you pick a topic, sometimes you'll pick like one word. You'll be like trees, and then it's like, well, what do you want? What do you want?
It's because it's about what we want. It's not
about
what I want. It's about what we want.
I don't want anything. I just want you to. What do you want to talk about with the dreams?
I don't know, just how they're interesting occurrences and interesting phenomena that happens in our lives when we go to sleep. Like your brain literally somehow goes, here's an entire another world with an entirely different set of rules for you to live in. Have you ever lucid dreamed?
You mean like where you could like control your dream?
Where you can control your dream and there's unlimited power and everything feels okay.
What do you want to say about lucid dreams? What type of lucid dreams do you have?
Damn, why you say it like that, bro? You like, what type of lucid dream?
I'm trying to get you to talk about something about this goddamn subject. Like, what
kind of dreams you be having?
Drag it out of you.
What the fuck you be doing in your dreams, bro?
Yeah, well, yeah, because you don't want to talk about dreams. I'm like, what the hell?
No, I just, I don't know. I just brought it up. But me personally, when I lucid dream, like, I mean, so as soon as we can fly, we fly. We get to superhero mode real quick on a lucid dream.
Do you have
I
more dreams or nightmares?
Dreams, or I don't remember my dreams at this stage because I got to get back into like remembering them. It can be really hard. Do you have more dreams or nightmares?
I
Because the way
definitely have
you
more.
asked that
I
question,
definitely have more nightmares. Yeah.
Oh, maybe we should talk about you, sir, with your nightmare life.
What about
What's
you,
going
Claire?
on? What was the last nightmare you had?
What about me?
More dreams or nightmares for you?
Nightmares.
Oh my god, guys!
Do you know what's a really fucked up nightmare?
What?
It's like no one would ever like okay, this might get a little deep and like it might make you uncomfortable, but
go for it.
If you've ever lost someone, having that person just in your dream alive. Like once I had a dream that mum was just alive and she just ditched us. Like she just went off to like fucking Mexico or some
God.
shit. Like, she just ditched us. And
that
like,
dream makes sense
so
though.
angry.
It makes sense to me. It makes sense. Like I'm good at like interpreting
because when you look at the
dreams.
psychology
Yeah.
of it.
Yeah,
no,
I get it.
That's why I brought it up though.
I get it.
That's why I brought it up though, because I could quickly detour from it. You know.
It's like, okay, let's stop talking about it.
This is just an example.
Yeah. We don't need to analyze it, Logan.
But I was so angry, and I was dealing with like abandonment issues and stuff. So it's so cool how like that reflected in my dream. You know, like I was pissed, and I felt like she just left me. So in my dream, they're like, you know what, she's gone to Mexico, like because I couldn't my dream world couldn't like comprehend death or some shit. I don't know, because people don't really die in I die in my dreams, but that's a whole other story. But people
try
like,
to kill me in my dreams.
Same, girl.
All
like,
the time.
Makes sense.
Which makes sense for me, I guess.
I get chased a lot too. I'm like, I don't like running. Like,
I don't get chased. I don't get chased. The reason I don't get chased though is because I'm not gonna run. I'm not gonna run in my dream. I remember there was one time when I was like real young and I had a dream that like velociraptors were chasing after us, and I was like, I'm not running. Like I'm just like I'm not running. Like, and I was running, and then like I turned it into a lucid dream. I was like, no, I'm not running. We're gonna fight. And they were like, they're velociraptors. You can't fight them. I'm like, I'm fighting.
Yes, the fuck we can today.
This is a dream. Really cool I can conjure a sword if I want to. Like, fuck, I'm in control.
I've done that. Yes.
I hated lucid dreams where I have the control, but all of a sudden shit starts getting wonky. It was like, yeah, I'm flying, and then it was like, oh wait, yo, what the? Hey, cut that out! Yo, I'm falling! Yo, I'm falling! Wake up!
Like, falling dreams are the worst. I hate that feeling.
True.
I hate that feeling. Yeah. It's an out of control thing. Yeah, it's a control thing.
That immediate wake up from the. I've never, stayed in dream from the fall. I've never hit the pavement and was like, oh, you know what I mean? I had that immediate wake up like.
Wait, you've never like died in a dream or like kept going after?
No, I didn't say that. I've died in a dream, but I've never fallen from an extreme height in a dream, hit the ground, and stayed in the dream.
I think it's because the adrenaline of falling in you, like because your body does the same thing, like reacts to what your mind's seeing. So I think the adrenaline of falling wakes you up because your body's like, you know what I'm trying to say? It drags you out of it because of the fear response. Yeah, because nobody likes falling.
I've been stabbed in a dream, you know.
I was just about to say, just after you said that, I was just about to say, who's ever been shot in a dream?
Yeah.
Stabbed. I've been stabbed.
I've been shot directly in the face in a dream and didn't die and had to like deal with that. But you know what?
Shit.
No, you know what happened though? Like in the dream, I got shot in the face, but because I'm such an angry person, I got up off the ground and I saw the dudes that were like, who shot me, and they were like in an open diner, and I killed all of them. Like it was bad. Like I was so upset, and like half of my face is hanging off in the dream, and I'm just like, ugh! And like
could you feel the face?
Huh? Yes, I felt like my face like throbbing, like I just got shot, and like I felt like all this blood on my face and everything. Wow, this is morbid for this podcast.
I get you there.
This is deep. But I've been. But that happens,
much, though?
Huh?
Kill Bill much?
Yeah, that did happen in that movie.
Yeah, she got shot in the face.
You watched that recently before the stream?
No. Because listen, I've only watched Kill Bill recently and saw that scene that she got shot in the face. Usually I come in the middle of Kill Bill, like it'll be on and then I'll watch it, and then like I never really see like the real beginning. Like I'll see the beginning where they like beat her up, or like when they shoot her, but not when they shoot her in the face. Like because they shoot her and then like it cuts to black.
Yeah, it cuts. Yeah.
But like
we don't know. If
there's another scene where like the cops actually come and then they show that she's got like a hole in her head. And so like I've never seen that part until recently. And I was like, oh my God, I don't remember this happening. I was like, how is she alive? Her brains are all over the place. Like,
so there is a small chance to survive like wounds to the head. It doesn't happen often whatsoever.
Yeah, but like when she gets up after like she like learns how to walk again, she's like doing backflips and with swords and
yeah, it's like, a film. It's a film. Let's let people have fun. Let's let people have fun.
Sure. Okay. You're right.
She dead went from all right, I need to remember to walk again to like
that's not
I
a film.
Remember how to use a Hattori Hanzo sword.
Yeah. That's not a film. That's a cartoon. Okay. That's like that's a goddamn cartoon.
It's so great. It's so fun though. It's so much fun. I fucking love that movie.
It's got a lot of good music. I love
it's got some Invincible vibes going on.
Oh yeah.
But nah, man. So like,
I like Invincible. I love it. Yeah. You sorry?
I loved it too.
I'm not sorry I'm having nightmares. I think I kind of deserve them. You know.
Okay. All right, so I'm sorry you're suffering from whatever illness you're suffering from that makes you think you deserve nightmares.
I'm just
not laugh.
No, bro, Claire. Like, I mean, I get it. Like the
level of self-deprecation where he's like, I deserve
way
this.
Too high. Like I'm glad you could understand.
You're not more of a masochist, to be honest.
Yeah, true. I'm glad you understand that there's.
It's just like I'm just gonna breeze past that.
Yeah, because you have to. I'm glad you understand that there's things in your subconscious that you need to work through. But like maybe let's not get masochistic or self-deprecating. It's just because then we're gonna sit there and talk about it, and I try to go there in depth with Logan. Maybe on another podcast. But I'm just saying we know who he is, how he is. I'd be praying for him. You know what I'm saying? Like I hope
you pray for me, Mitch?
Claire today.
Well, I mean, I don't exactly pray, but you know, on the positive energy, you know, sending out to other people.
Oh,
like I'd be hoping you're doing well, man.
He'd be sending demon spirits, and that's why I have all of the nightmares and shit.
Yo, listen, just because you got issues with my closet has nothing to do with.
No, it's because you put your bed in the wrong place in the room, bitch.
Listen, me having to deal with the bullshit that you just wished on me is an entirely different discussion as well. Now I gotta sit there and go to sleep tonight and try to dream Logan and be like, wow.
Well, just
I wonder if that shit Logan said is
just
true.
Sleep with your head on the other side then.
Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah, no, you play. I'm not. I'm sitting here like. Fuck.
Look how I help you out.
Like it's gonna be weird, but like it'll be different. Especially until I figure shit out. Otherwise, god damn it.
Don't you wish you had someone to sleep in the bed with you? You can just be like, you take that side.
Oh,
not to wish them
like
to the demon side.
I do that to Sarah all the time.
Oh my god, you
No, not to sacrifice her. No, I just heard that bit. Not to sacrifice her, but just like, you know, I have a side that I like to sleep on. No, I just have a side I like to sleep on, and she likes to sleep on that same side. But
Ben did the same thing to me, actually.
Go over there.
He made me change sides so he could sleep on the side.
Damn straight.
Also, I found out that like later on, he found a spider in that side. He made me sleep on that side.
No, that's so bad.
No, it sounds like
you asshole, kill it. Like, what
the fuck? I wouldn't go that far. I wouldn't do that.
Yeah, I try to get it.
Oh, we kill spiders all the time over here.
Yeah,
there's plenty. Yeah. It's not a problem. It's population control.
Population control.
It's not a thing.
Listen, I don't mind spiders, but I can't stand mosquitoes and flies. It's open.
Yeah, I hate mosquitoes. I'm allergic to them.
See, that's another reason to hate them.
Would you do you squish bugs for your girl, Mitch?
Would you?
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out, does he provide that service, you know?
Yeah. Does it like writing down a application for a dating website?
Yeah, I'm trying to help him out.
Okay, so yes, for the record, I will kill pests and deal with like things for you, all the ladies out there.
Mitch, do you have a Mitch? Do you have a Tinder?
Welcome to the Love Podcast.
You do?
Yeah.
What's your Tinder look like?
Why are you worried about what my Tinder
What do you say on it?
Yeah, say your bio. Tell us your bio.
To be honest, hold up. Let me see what I have up on right now.
Yeah, bring it up. Let me see. Let us help you.
Claire already put a T. Claire's like, yeah. Bro, what you say on your Tinder? Let me help you out, bro. We gotta fix this. I can fix this.
I'm the best wingman because I'm so confident.
I don't think it was a good one because I got fed up and I was like, how do you even make these?
Oh no, that's never good.
Oh, damn. Well, anyway, hold on. Got distracted.
All right, who are you? Oh, damn. That is a vibe.
Where's that bio? Oh, God. This is even worse than I imagined. All right, I don't feel like saying it now.
Yeah, you got it. Because maybe we can help. Maybe we can help. Maybe we can help.
No, you probably can, but I should have fixed it. I just didn't give a fuck. So it's new to Bushwick, which is the neighborhood in Brooklyn that I live in.
Yeah.
No longer good at writing these. No longer good at writing these, but I'm interesting and fun. Smiley face.
Aww.
Is that it?
You would get a pity swipe.
Bro, like that's I literally just was like, I don't know what to put here, and
I
needed
got
something.
Some like good like thirst traps on there.
Is that a thirst trap?
No, she's
no.
saying
Do you have some like good?
Oh no,
thirst traps on there.
I got some of the pictures I used for this last shoot I did. So one of them's on me shirtless a little bit, but mostly it's just me chilling. Trying to hey,
make that one the first pick, and then
I'm gonna take all your advice. This isn't even a game anymore.
Take the smiley face out of your profile. What are you, 12?
Take
like
the smiley face out of your profile.
All right, fine. You guys didn't have
maybe a winky face if you must.
It's not cute.
A winky face? You think the winky face?
No.
Hey, I'm listening to Claire, not you, buddy. I'm listening to Claire, not you. Her opinion on this is a lot more important.
Is it?
Yes, unfortunately.
I have a girlfriend. Where's her girlfriend?
I mean, if she wanted a girlfriend, it'd be near if she needed it.
I know, Claire.
Oh shit, my fault, Claire. I didn't mean to say like
Don't make me admit on the podcast what I do every time.
Don't make me admit on the podcast. Yo. But yeah, I'm sorry. It's been because I got tired of writing bios, and so I was just like, I don't even.
Yeah.
I need something, and then that's what ended up happening.
What was my bio? My bio was. Hold on.
Oh, wow.
He's left.
So Logan had to leave.
No, I wanted to see what mine said.
Yeah, so he had to turn.
He's on the iPad.
He had to turn his video off.
All right,
let me
you have a phone, Logan. Oh wait, do you have a phone?
I don't have a phone. That's my
problem. Shit. I get told this stuff and then I forget, and then I accidentally out my friends. It's embarrassing.
This is the one that got Sarah. Okay.
Oh, okay.
I said.
Oh. Okay.
I said.
I'm gonna assume it's wrong.
Mine is very similar. Mine is similar to Mitch's, but it's cooler. So watch.
Okay.
I said.
So watch. You don't need it anymore. Give it to Mitchell.
Shut up. I don't want it. Just say it.
You should just write mine. Yeah.
Let me hear it first.
Because it worked in like less than a month. So write mine down.
We'll see,
and Sarah is pretty freaking cute. So.
Yeah, I mean, there you go. Like,
thanks. You didn't need that.
I said, I have no clue what I'm doing, but I took a look around, and I don't think anyone else does either. And that's it.
Fuck you, bro. He's talking about, it's cooler than Mitch's. It's almost the exact goddamn.
I know.
It is the same. It's basically the same.
It is, my God, right?
Bro. I mean, that's what you get to in online.
But it's like self-deprecating.
Damn clueless boy angles.
Yeah. But then, like, she's the one that responded to it, and it was like, oh, shit.
Let me aid in his plot.
Yeah.
This man knows he isn't shit. Okay, that might work a little bit better.
Right? It's so good. It's so good when you can just like admit it. And then like the ones that really like love you come. Like
oh, we needed video to get you on tape for that one. Oh, bro. That was hilarious. He's like,
I'm like, it's good, bro. Yeah, it's good.
They really come, bro. So I started hating myself more and all of a sudden, like the women started loving me, bro. It's like we managed to find this mutual disrespect.
Get them pity votes.
Yeah.
No, when literally just because I'm lost.
When you hate yourself, you just like attract love. That's what it is. Okay,
so the podcast does not stand behind that statement at all for everyone listening. We don't
go to therapy, guys. Don't do that. Don't do that.
Yeah.
Go to therapy.
Don't do that. Exactly. Don't do that.
Let's not listen to Logan's advice.
Don't
no matter
listen
how
to me.
Cute
My
Sarah
life,
is.
my life is semi good on accident. Do not listen to me. Like it is doing slightly okay on accident. Okay, just leave.
Yeah. On accident.
That's understandable. Definitely understandable.
That's why I think you should move to New York, though.
Oh. Yeah.
She did say
That's
that.
what
Oh
we.
yeah, you
Oh,
said
that's
you
a
wanted
great
this
segue.
conversation,
Wow.
right?
Oh man, we're gonna end with should Logan go to New York?
Let's do a poll. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah, yeah.
All right. Let me name you the 5 top reasons for you to come move to New York.
Okay.
Mitchell.
Sarah.
Spit hot fire.
Sarah. Right.
Sarah.
Okay. So sorry. Let me give you 6 reasons. 6 reasons, Sarah. But the first 5 reasons is Mitchell. Spit hot fire. That's all you need. End the podcast now.
That's such a great skit. I love that skit. Making a band.
Oh, so wonderful. So wonderful.
My God.
I ain't opening the band back
brilliant.
up unless you get me some Cambodian breast milk.
Yes.
Breast milk.
Didn't he eat like a dinosaur egg too?
Yeah. Well, no. That was on the Cribs episode.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. No.
Episode.
I seen the Cribs episode. He didn't have no dinosaur.
No,
egg
the dinosaur. It was literally the Cribs. He's like, "Oh, I got these dinosaur eggs."
Oh yeah, you're right.
And then one of them,
Right.
one of them is born on the show. He's like, "Oh my God, this is the most baller shit ever!" Like fucking T-Rex being born on my show in my house. And then as soon as the T-Rex, baby T-Rex is born, he snips the head off and adds it to the breakfast.
Yes. If you don't know,
crazy.
If you don't know what me and Mitch are talking about, it's just too bad because you should know your pop culture. Know. Yeah. If you know, you know.
Show.
Don't say it. I just said that. I said we were cooler than everybody else because they don't know what we're talking about. Now you said Chappelle Show.
Logan, we're not cool. Get over it. Oh my God. And move to New York.
1, speak for yourself. I'm cool. And 2, move to New York.
Yeah, you're not getting away with this. Like, you're not gonna just like
speak
slip
for
out
yourself,
of this.
Claire. Yeah.
Fuck you.
Me and Mitch are cool.
It's gonna feel different.
Okay, let's take a poll.
It's gonna feel a little different.
The person not trying to be cool is cool, or the people who try real hard to be cool are cool.
Yo, listen, I'm not trying.
What do you think people are gonna say?
I think people are dumb, so they're gonna say probably you. Yeah. Because they don't know how to be cool. You know how many people aren't cool? If we took a poll about being cool, it wouldn't work because most people aren't cool.
They don't see me in my life.
What is cool to you? Like, what do you define as cool?
For me?
Like just
my light
like
sketches
doubting on
Pikachu
people
watch.
and not liking nerd shit. Like, that's not cool.
No, that's not what I think is cool. I think being yourself is cool.
Exactly.
I think being
you're not being yourself, Logan.
I am myself. I'm my most.
First of all, that's not
time.
even your real name. So
actually, Logan is my real name. Do not do that. I will come up to Australia.
You didn't have to talk about my man's
talk about
name
my first name like that. What are you doing?
So you admit that Logan is not your first name.
It's not my first name. I tell everybody I go by my middle name. I love it.
Because it's only strictly because he heard Logan. It was like,
what the fuck are you doing?
Mitchell,
what are you doing?
Mitchell,
what are you doing right now?
I'm sorry.
I was playing a game. I wasn't really going to say it.
You're right, Mitch. You're right, Mitch. I will come to New York. You're right. I will come to New York.
Oh, look at this.
I think I will.
We're making progress here. How many times would you like to hear me say your first name to get you up here? It's going to be different. You're going to be scared. Winters aren't nice, especially the first ones.
I played a very dangerous game, Destin.
All right.
Anyway.
But it'll be different. You'll grow. You'll find a lot more things to do than you thought before. You'll see a whole new world.
Hey, Mitch, I got a question. Do you think if I bury a body in the fall, like it makes it harder for the police to find it in the winter? Like, do you think that?
Amateur, everybody knows that you got to bury a body in the winter. You just have to know the spot where you're going to bury it so you can go deeper into the snow.
You don't bury a body in the winter because the ground is compacted.
The ground
and
is like hard and everything.
You can't get into the ground.
You
can't get to the ground in the winter. So you don't.
Rookies don't bury bodies during the winter. Rookies, all right? All the real OGs know that's when the real work get done.
Well, how are you burying into the ground in the winter?
I'm so confused.
Well, you got to get a jackhammer.
He apparently has... You're going to bring a loud-ass jackhammer to a murder scene?
It's not a murder scene. It's not a murder scene.
At 3 in the morning?
I mean, if I'm far enough away, it won't matter.
Mitch is in Central Park at 3 a.m. with a jackhammer. Nobody will hear this.
See that? First off, you don't know because you're a rookie. But if I caught a body in New York City and I have to get it buried that night, we have to go all the way upstate and beyond before that body even touches another location. Maybe out of country. I mean, maybe out of state. I'm sorry.
You gonna bury him in Jersey?
I mean, if you got to, bro.
If you got to.
Like, listen.
I'm not gonna.
I think that's just.
I'll tell you guys how to really bury your body after the show. Like I'll let you know.
I don't actually want to know after the show, Logan. I kind of just want to go to sleep.
Well, sometimes you need to know some things. Like,
no, I don't think you do. I don't think you do, really.
Oh man, nobody better go missing around me. Yeah, I'll be fucked.
Nah, bro, you're gonna be super fucked. So we have this here. You know, you were talking about burying bodies.
What's this about you burying bodies while your boss is missing? Like just like,
Yeah, that was just a joke.
That's a joke.
But Logan, in all seriousness, man, I mean, it's up to you, bro. It has to be you making the decision whether you come up to New York or not Sarah. But
no, I know that.
I agree.
Many pros
but I
coming
think
up to New York.
I think you would genuinely regret not going if you didn't go.
Yeah, right. I feel that one. Just
right. It doesn't mean you have to stay, man.
I think this is a new step in your life, Logie. I think this is something that you need to do. I don't care if you're making that face. You're a baby. You need to grow up.
I am a baby.
That's right, Claire. You tell
him. Seriously, though.
I just
think
I like
it's going to be hard
and
you're going to hate it.
I know.
But it's everything you need to do right now to move your life forward and not be stuck in fucking Florida.
Well, why do you say it's everything I need to do?
Because
I'm so squished up right now out of uncomfortability.
He's so scared.
Oh, bro, why you gotta?
I think with everyone has life paths, you know, and you can go down various different paths and get various different answers and various different opportunities. This is where your path has come to a fork. You can go one way and stay in Florida, and what happens will happen, and you might get another opportunity like this again, but it might be later in life, and it might be fine, but I don't think you'll be happy, you know? I think if you go down the other fork, it's going to be a lot harder, but you're going to be a lot happier earlier on. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
I think this is just a really good chance for you to try something new. I don't think you try new things very often, and I think it holds you back sometimes.
I mean,
you're happy. You're happy with Sarah. You're happy with life. You're not happy where you work. Sorry, I was about to say the name, and then I was like, fuck.
I know. Like, just keep outing Logan. Like, just keep revealing all this personal information about him.
It's getting so real. I love it. So real. Keep going, Claire. Keep going.
You're not happy at work. You can find another job when you go to New York.
You're fucking sad.
You'll be. It's a new. Like, you need to learn how to live with another person. What are you gonna? What, are you just gonna be like one of those housewives that live with their parents their whole lives and then move in with their husband?
You gotta grow the fuck up, baby, Logan.
I mean, that's what it sounds like you're suggesting. But no, I mean, like, I could be a bachelor. I could be a bachelor.
Best man.
What?
Sorry, I got all excited about you marrying Sarah. Me being the best man doesn't matter.
That's a possibility. We've talked about that before.
Cute. I'm best man.
No, about no, Mitch, not about me getting married. About like Claire being my best man if I ever did.
Fucking awesome. Sorry.
Fucking
your brother and and your best friend and Mitch would be so pissed at me, but I don't give a fuck.
No, I don't understand.
Like, I'm so cute. Like,
Mitch knows he's not my best man.
I don't understand exactly. Like, I don't understand. Yeah. That wouldn't be fair of me to pretend and be like, "Yo, what the fuck you mean, bro?"
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I know darn well I'm not Mitch's, but I'm not even up there. I'm in the crowd. Like if Mitch gets married.
You don't know that. I don't actually think about it enough. I'd
probably be like, if I was up there, I'm like the last guy. Like I'm all the way in the list. Yeah, I know. I'm like the sixth guy, and if I'm like the last guy, I'm like, I might as well sit down. Like, you know me. Like, we're just like, I might as well just sit down. What am I doing here? Like, it's just like, what do you need 5 guys up here for? You need like 2 or 3.
How many groomsmen would you have? Because you'd have to have the same amount as Sarah would have as bridesmaids.
Oh, I don't have that many friends. Like, Sarah makes friends so easy. Like, just like
yeah, but she'd only have like a select few she'd have as a wedding party.
I don't know that. She likes a lot of people. She likes people.
You guys should talk about this more.
Why? We're not getting married. Don't do that.
She's like, don't bring that up. She's going to hear this podcast.
Sarah, will you marry Logan?
Yo,
wow. Wow. That was too far. That was too far.
Yo.
Well, it's me saying it. It's not Logan. I'm not Logan. She can marry me instead if she wants, but
whoa,
I feel like that'd be weird.
It's also not the time for you to hit on her.
When are you and Ben getting married?
Whoa.
Ben, when are you getting the ring?
Married.
Yeah, no.
Was it the time?
No.
Why not?
Because Ben doesn't believe in marriage.
Oh, I get that. Do you?
Nah. Not enough that I care.
Okay.
Not enough that you care.
Yeah.
Marriage isn't really my cup of tea anymore either. Even though
Mitch, I don't know. I don't know that to be true for you.
Well, so my parents come from a really strong marriage, and and I see them happy, but I also know what their marriage looked like, and I don't see my life looking the same as theirs. So sometimes it's weird for me. The concept of it's nice, but the reality of it doesn't really.
Why don't you feel like you can be as happy as your parents?
Well, it's just, don't get me wrong, they were raised in a different time. For them, the relationship they have works, whereas for me, I just don't know, because it's like my parents grew up in a time where my father was, of course, expected to be, I guess the lead of the house or the provider for the household. I don't mind that. It's just I'm not looking to be in a dominant position in my relationship. I'm not looking for my partner to, you know what I mean? That doesn't mean I want to be bottom, you fucking assholes. But anyway,
I'm sorry.
I was looking at Claire's face, waiting for it too. I was like, no, okay. But Claire decided to be respectful.
I don't know why you just like did that.
Because I'm explaining the truth.
Asking for it now, homie.
I'm not asking for it. You guys need help.
You say you didn't want to be the dominant, and like it doesn't leave much room for the imagination.
Because I don't want her to.
You know how hard it is to be nice to you, Mitchell. Like, what the fuck?
I'm not doing this with y'all. I'm trying to explain myself.
I'm sorry. What do you mean? What do you want the woman to do then?
I just want it to be balanced. I'm not looking for her to be dominant either.
Claire's face. I hate Claire because as soon as I said that, I can read Claire's mind. She was like, "Woman," I'm like, and I knew that's what she was thinking. I know.
After everything we spoke about today, this is where you're going. This is what I've come to expect from you both. Needless to say, I'd like a very balanced relationship. I'm not trying to put any roles on anyone.
Do you feel like it's too much pressure on you?
No, not at all. It's not pressure at all. It's actually very easy. That's why I don't like it. That's not actually love to me, personally. If we're sitting here playing these roles, we're not actually loving each other. We're sitting here fitting into someone else's image of what love should fucking look like, and I'm not down with that. I think that's fucking bogus, personally. Because like I look at my parents' relationship, and I'm glad they're happy, but that just isn't what happiness looks like to me.
So why don't you just find what happiness looks like to you? Why is that?
That's what I'm searching for.
I'm saying, like, why does that mean that you can't get married? Like, what is that?
I'm not saying it means I can't get married. It's just you're asking me how I feel about marriage, and similar to Claire, it's not really. It's not it for me.
When Claire's talking about marriage, what she's saying is she doesn't see herself getting married because, I don't know, just because it sounds like just because she don't vibe with it. You're saying that you don't like marriage because of traditional roles within, like, I guess, gender norms and stuff like that when it comes to like heterosexual relationships.
I guess
so. That's what I'm trying to figure. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to figure out. Why can't you just find somebody who also like feels the way you do?
Well, I wasn't saying that though, because you are right in that. I'm not saying like I would never get married because I find it atrocious. I'm just saying like currently, like that's not at the forefront of my brain. If I find a woman that makes me feel like, yo, that's the one, and she's really into marriage like that, because even still, like in my head now, like it's just not how I'm feeling about like the ultimate way that my love expresses itself. Marriage doesn't look like the final resting point, that highest place. Like me finding like the person that I really just vibe with, who I can see myself with, for me, that's it already.
What does that look like as a person? What does that look like as a person for you?
To me, and it's very fucking simple, because it's just like, yo, we're together, we communicate openly and honestly as much as we possibly can, because no one's perfect, right? You know what I mean? We respect each other's spaces. We don't try to play power struggle dynamics between the two of us. We're here for each other, about each other, always supporting each other, and hopelessly in fucking love.
What does have you ever been in love?
I don't believe so.
No. Wow.
At least I don't think so.
Have you ever like felt like you were?
Oh, all the time, bro. Since I was a child. That's not the point.
That's kind of what I mean.
I know.
What do you mean? Do you mean like you've never been like in mutual love, where like you love somebody, they love you back?
I guess sometimes I look at like being in a long-term relationship as like what it means to be in love, and I guess that's not fair. But yeah. Like,
I don't know. I don't know if that's true, because like me and Sarah are very non-committal people, but we also really love each other, right?
Right.
And so like on one hand, I get where you're coming from, but on the other hand, every time we pass another month, we're like, oh my god, we've been together this long. Like it's like so it's like so like on that note, it's like it doesn't really matter like how long you're together if you
No,
have
I disagree with that as well, and I'm not saying that. It's just like in my head sometimes it looks like that. But I guess for lack of a better term, like in terms of like emotional love, have I felt the emotion? You know what I mean? Yes. In terms of like the action of like being committed to someone and that showing itself in one way as love, no.
Are you afraid of commitment, Mitch?
No.
No?
No. When I was younger, I won't say I was afraid. When I was younger, I didn't care much for commitment. I was like, we're young. Why the fuck are we?
I gotta ask Mitch these questions because we're getting up there in age now. You know.
Yeah, I know, right?
Clock is ticking.
Not mine, motherfucker. I'm aging beautifully.
You about to be 29. You about to be 30, just like me.
I'm aging like easy. A fine ass.
You said guys have it easy, Claire?
Yeah, because when our clock's ticking, we can't have babies after a certain point. Where with you guys, your clock's ticking means it's like a fully like a looks thing. Where for me, it's like my body will fully give the fuck up on me no matter how hot I am.
Well, in terms of creating another body, which is a very stressful thing, though. And so just
that's true.
Like
and
like a child.
When it comes to aging and dudes, it's like it's really up to a dude how he wants to age and like if he can age well. Like it's really up to a guy.
Get that shea butter.
Like yeah, right.
Yo, shea butter.
Are you moisturizing?
Ancestors be
Are you
praised.
taking care of yourself? You know what I mean? Are you keeping yourself up? You know, because you could be doing all those things and then that will turn you into like, you know, an older bachelor or a distinguished old dude or whatever, you know? Like I was telling Claire, not Claire. I'm not gonna tell this story now because I messed up their names, so I'm not gonna do that.
Someone's gonna be pissed, and it's not gonna be me.
Yeah, I'm not. See how smart I am? I'm getting better.
Yeah, Logan. Hey, Logan, you just keep doing your best, all right, buddy? All right, buddy? You're doing all right, okay? No one's judging you.
I'm glad I stopped that story because now you guys don't know who the other girl I was talking about is, and that's what keeps me alive. Like it's just like
I find it so insulting. Nobody wants to be me. It's happened in the past where Logan's like mistaken me for like someone else. Not like in person, but just like with the names and stuff. And they've gotten so mad at them. And I'm just like, what's so bad about being me?
No, it's nothing. That's why we name you first, because you're on our brain first. Like, it's the other way. It's the opposite of what you're saying. We want every girl to be you.
I'm not going to say that one for both of us, Claire. But
you don't have to.
You know.
It's fine. Logan's got this weird crush on me, but it's no, I'm kidding.
Wow.
Don't be acting out here like you do.
It's redheads.
If you don't.
It's redheads, man. It's redheads. I'm so bad at redheads.
Maybe this is why bitches hate me.
Yeah. I'm so bad with like redheads because like you don't even have to be a real redhead. Like sometimes I play sometimes I play this game with myself where like if I see a redhead, I'll be like, is she cute or is she just a redhead? Like it's just like
oh, wow. That bad? Damn, bro.
Yeah, it's bad. Like I like ugly redheads sometimes. I'm just like and then I have to look like if you ever like put your hand up so you can like block out the hair. So you're like, oh god, that is not how I thought you looked.
You're crazy.
A little bit. But what were you gonna ask, dude? What were you? I don't know. You were saying something. I don't remember.
Yeah, you're going somewhere.
I deleted that because I was gonna get in trouble. Like it's gone. Oh my god, this has been a great episode, though. We're gonna wrap this thing up.
Yeah, I'd like to go home.
I know. I would like to go home too, even though I'm home.
What are you talking about? We're all home.
I know.
Okay,
but
no, we're not.
I don't get the joke.
We're not.
No, Claire, we're at work. We're at work.
See,
Claire.
for Americans, Claire, any type of work is not
It's
home.
work. And we're at work right now.
Yeah, we're at work.
I mean, sure, I'm in my bedroom right next to my bed, which is next to a door, getting ready to jump into my bed, and could have been in my bed this entire time, Claire. Nonetheless,
That's true.
Right now, I'm not home. I'm at work.
That's true. Why aren't we in
your
our
commitment.
beds? That's kind of weird.
Because we're focused on each other.
Like I'm
Just
sitting
wait
at
till
a
we get the
desk
film
and
started.
stuff. That's
I know,
horrible.
right?
I'm not
That's
even in my
gross.
room, yo. I'm in like.
And this is
staring.
like before we even do video and stuff.
I'm
So it's
very
like we could
Video's
really
gonna be
be in our
ridiculous.
beds chilling.
Yeah, we really could. I could literally, if my headset, because it's not my headset, it's
Mhm.
my camera mic. But if my headset was working, y'all dead wouldn't see me. I would just be in bed right now. listening to you. The headset was on, I'd be like, yeah, yo, Logan, I can't believe you declared like that.
Dude, I've seen you. I've heard stories about how you fall asleep at work. You are not going to bed.
Yeah, that's true. The only reason
If you can fall asleep at a desk, you're not going to
That's
bed.
different. I don't fall asleep at my desk. I fall asleep in my bed. That's why it's so efficient.
Damn.
I literally keep the headset next to me and I'm lying in bed. And I can do it because as soon as a call comes in, I'll hear it and answer and do my job exceptionally well.
Except for that one time.
All right, yo, Claire, I didn't tell you that for you to be thinking you could just use that against me.
I'm sorry, man.
All right, so I'm gonna need you to calm the fuck down.
Sorry. I love you.
We've
I know
been-
y'all here just disrespecting me using the stories.
We've been so hostile to each other this episode. This episode.
Yeah, me and Claire
That's
got a
my
little bit
beef.
hostile. And that I just can't. Claire, what's happening between us, man? Being hostile with
Nothing.
Logan is acceptable, but me and you, like,
Yeah.
you're supposed to be understanding.
I think you're just developing in friendship levels, my B.
Oh, man,
You guys are
as we
becoming.
develop-
You guys are becoming
You've got
closer.
to pass this test. If you can handle it,
You've
you can
reached the
handle me at my
hostility
worst.
zone in
The
our
hostility
friendship.
ring.
That's fine.
So-
I accept this then.
Claire, did you
Yes.
have anything you wanted to leave the people with today before you go?
No. And you know I hate this question.
I know, and I always start with you too,
I don't know why you do that.
because Mitch is gonna do a wrap up, and you know.
No, I'm
yeah,
not.
sure.
Not
You are you
anymore.
gonna do a recap? You do it every episode. Shut
So
up.
that doesn't mean I have to do it now.
Do your job.
Mitch will do your
Shit, I'm
job.
trying to remember, but we. Oh, it's fuck. All right, I got it.
Mitch, do you have anything you want to leave the people with?
For the most thing for me, I'm just gonna say, let's try to respect our women in gamer and comic book spaces because they deserve that.
Amen.
Two, you know what I mean? Let's talk to each other, be honest, express your dreams, man. Talk to someone about your dreams. You never know what you could learn. That's your subconscious trying to express yourself. And lastly, I ain't nobody's bottom, bitch. Yeah, I had to put that in there.
All
Yeah.
right.
Did it sound as cool
That
as
was
it felt
good.
to me?
That was good. That was good. That was good.
Good night,
Fellow
folks.
tops
I don't
know
know.
the
I
Always a
don't-
pleasure.
I don't know if we believe you, but it
What'd you
was
say,
good.
Claire?
Nothing new,
Anyways.
sweetheart. Nothing new.
Nah, start. Nah, don't do this. Don't do this. But yeah, that's all, folks.
The funny part is I'm gonna
Mitchell
hear
on
that
that
in the
signing
edit.
off.
And I'm gonna laugh.
I know.
So much. It's gonna- like I'm gonna play it so only
I heard
Claire
it. I heard
like
it.
plays, and then I can hear it clearer, and it's like, oh, it's gonna be great. Oh yeah, I had some things I wanted to leave you guys with. We're almost out of the end of this month, so we can't like end the month without saying it. It is AAPI month. That's Asian American Pacific Islander.
Are you
do you
sure
want to
that's
say
this month? Because I thought that was before. But
well,
yeah,
according to
continue.
Hulu, it is. So unless
Yo, cite your sources. Cite your
unless
sources.
this multi-billion-dollar company is wrong
It's
and
like
just
really lying on.
putting Jason Momoa and Aziz Ansari everywhere, like like I don't know, like I don't think they use Aziz Ansari. Do like people like him anymore? I don't know. I don't think so.
He's kind of
Um,
creepy.
He is a little bit. Anyways, what I wanted to say was I was like something. Before you interrupted me? What was I saying?
Asian American Pacific Islander. month?
Right. Thank you.
How you
I wanted.
forget-
Did you forget that?
Oh my god.
Listen,
I'm sorry. Carry on.
You
Carry on,
guys
please.
want to know how my mind goes everywhere? Sometimes it leaves wherever it was. Like that's just what happens. Okay, that's
you're right.
that's the consequence of me living with myself.
No, you're
Like,
right. Carry on, friend. Carry on. Carry on.
anyways, I just wanted to give a shout out to all of our Asian American and Pacific Islander listeners out there. I know a few of you. we should probably talk about more about this next episode, but I just wanted to give like a gentle shout out just in case we miss it next episode, because it is the month of May and it'd be kind of weird if we didn't say anything about it, you know. What else did I have to say? Oh yes. Okay, I had two things to add. First of all, if you ever seen the movie Beethoven or Clifford with like Martin Short or anything like that, I wanted to say rest in peace to Charles Grodin. He died today as we're recording it. I was really sad because like I grew up watching Beethoven. Like we watched like Beethoven like 8,000 times. And so anytime I would see him on screen, I knew that's like the Beethoven guy. And so like he's great. He's not in like a whole bunch. Oh my god. You know what was crazy? Just like last month I saw him in like the old King Kong with like
Oh
from the
yeah.
70s with like
Yeah,
Jeff
yeah.
Bridges and stuff, and he's like the
Yeah.
bad guy in it. It's great.
Yeah.
Mitch, come back. I'm saying like rest in peace to people, and Mitch is gone. I have to wait for this next one. Did you want to say anything about Charles?
No, I just really loved the Beethoven movies, and thank you for being a part of my childhood. I loved you.
Oh, for
You were
real?
brilliant.
Yeah. No, for
It's
real.
just.
Yeah, go ahead. Go
Sorry,
ahead.
go. No,
No,
I was
go.
just
Say
going.
what you're gonna say.
I just said, yeah, like I'm so sad.
I was really sad. Like I saw it when I was at work, and I was like, "What are you
kidding me?
What are you talking about?"
What are
And
these lies?
you know, the funny thing is, like Sarah and her mom have never seen Beethoven, right? And
What?
so I always quote the scene where he's like, where she's like, "Just change your tie, change your shoes, or whatever." And he's like, "But if I change my shoes, I gotta change my shirt. If I gotta change my shirt, I gotta change my belt. If I change my belt, I gotta change my
change my pants.
I gotta change my
pants. I
tie.
gotta
I
change my
change my
socks.
tie. I gotta change my socks."
We know this the way too well.
So like it's like a piece of us like is gone too. It's weird, you know, and it's just like one of those people you didn't expect to die, and they're dead now. And so it's like
who died?
very sad. God damn.
Army.
I'm so muting that part where you said that. Like,
no, I stepped out.
Like,
I had to use the bathroom really bad. I'm sorry.
Charles Grodin.
Oh.
Do you know who we're talking about?
No. I'm sorry.
You ever seen the movie? You ever seen the movie Beethoven with the dog?
The dog. Yeah.
He's the dad. He's the dad in the movie. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Was he also the dad in Jumanji?
Maybe.
No. No. No, he was not. That's a totally different. That guy looks completely different.
Okay. I'm trying to remember the dad in Beethoven.
No. Just look it up on your phone, man.
Yeah, I'll do that. So
okay.
I'll do that right now.
All right. And I was waiting for you to come back, so I also wanted to say rest in peace to Paul Mooney.
Oh yeah.
That one hit me really hard today. That one was hard to see.
That one really sucks, but
I don't know, like it's just one of it is one of those people that died that you didn't expect to die.
Yeah.
And it's just like certain people are like really timeless in a way. They're like you just don't think they'll ever die. You know, you think like they're gonna be around forever, and then they're gone, and it's like, oh wow, he's a person too. You know, and, you know that's how I felt when Chadwick died. That's how I felt. Like, yeah, it's like so.
Yeah.
I think the craziest thing for me about Chadwick was in how much pain he was in. And how strong he was. I was like,
oh, still doing all those movies and everything.
Yeah,
he's doing backflips and stuff in Black Panther and whatnot.
Not a single person knew.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Other than the people he wanted to know. That's
some people are just tough as nails. I just appreciate that so much.
Yeah,
made me respect him. Not that I didn't respect him already, but made me respect him like 10 times more.
No, you saw the realness. Because he's apart from you. You see him on TV, you're like, oh, that's just some. You know,
that's just Black Panther. Yeah, like,
and then you find that out, and you're like, "Oh no, that was like a seriously like strong person who really cared about people."
Right,
went through all that just to send a message. You know what I mean? Whether he wanted to or not, he sent one of the strongest messages ever.
It was impressive.
But no, death always comes unexpectedly, man.
But yeah, I just wanted to continue to say like because Paul Mooney is such an icon, and he's like one of those comedians that like he wrote for like Richard Pryor. He
I didn't
did.
even know
Didn't he
that.
do like a bunch of? No, for real. He
I
wrote
didn't
for
know. I
Richard
did not know
Pryor.
that. That's
I
amazing.
believe he did like a bunch of stuff with Eddie Murphy back in the 80s, where
Oh,
he
so
would like,
fucking amazing.
where he also did like stuff for like those comedy specials for Eddie Murphy. What else did he do? Chappelle Show, of course.
Right. Yeah, of course.
Just his
Some
stand up
hilarious ass
alone,
spots.
where like Paul Mooney just would not give a fuck. He would say whatever he wanted to say, and then
But
that's
so
just
eloquently.
it. Yeah,
My
and
man
he
had
was
such
he's
a
just
way
so
of speaking.
calm, just so calm
Yeah.
in where he would say, like, just he would talk about anything that's going on, and just like the amount of truth that he would have to say about it is just like it can't be contained in a way, and it's just like you would think it's just like why some people don't want to have him on TV.
Yo, I
You
could
know
I
what I
could
mean?
sum up his comedy. I could sum up and it's actually a really interesting idea they did. But I could sum up Paul Mooney's comedy for Claire simply by showing her the Negro Damas sketch in Chappelle Show.
Oh man,
Because that
yes.
encompasses who he was. He was this really smart individual, and then he was this eloquent speaker, and then the content he was speaking on,
Yeah.
no matter how ridiculous, got handled with that eloquence in class.
Yeah.
But it was fucking hilarious. And if you see him do the Negro Damas special, you just see him in this character, because the character's called Negro Damas, which is supposed to be a play off Nostradamus. So they put him in this fancy fucking ass hat, feather on the hat, and he's got all this beard, and he just shows up. He's like, "Yes, I'm Negro Damas," and then he'll just talk about like random shit. And I gotta go watch because I want to pull up like a specific like memory, but it'd just be funny. Like, and then that's just to sum up him, but you could see other specials too. When he was on Chappelle Show, I didn't realize that was like a resurgence for him because I didn't know about the work he'd been doing prior. So I saw him on Chappelle Show. I was like, yo, what's up with this guy? He's fucking hilarious.
Yeah. He would like he did so much stuff in the background. And he like put so many people on, and like so many comedians that just like love Paul Mooney. Like he's a comedian's comedian. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like, he's a genius. So it makes sense. I love Paul Mooney. So like, yeah, rest in peace, Paul Mooney. I hope you're just in a better place now. I'm really
tell
bad
Bernie
at this,
Mac
but
we
say
hello.
For real. I love Bernie Mac too. Let's stop naming all the dead black people we know.
As awesome as they were, I think we need to move on. Like,
this is getting sad. I'm trying to wrap up this show. Claire, what else do we got to say?
Remember to stay happy and healthy.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah, and just appreciate the time you have with the people you have it with. You know what I mean?
Don't be afraid to fight for what you want.
Oh wait,
if it's scary.
Over-sexualization. Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Claire.
The wrap up's over. The wrap up.
Weird.
You did the recap. It's done.
No, I had another piece.
I know you missed it.
I was just going to say, if anyone out there is female and wants to walk into a comic book shop, you should do it with your head held high, because that scares the shit out of them. Just look them dead in the eye. Look them dead in the eye. Pick up the comic. Know what you want, and go and get it. You don't need to worry.
Claire, yes.
I was just thinking about how like,
I'm so confused.
I was just thinking about how like Claire would literally like teleport to wherever you are if you like said her name loud.
If I could, yeah.
If she would like just
beat their asses
for you, yeah.
It's just
any girl.
I just think
I don't even care.
Said that because you were talking about them just in the comic book store, but it's so funny how you could take what you just said and apply it literally anywhere.
And Claire would be there. She's about that smoke. Like she really is about that life. Like don't like I've seen like Ben is twice her size, and I've seen her.
That's so out of context.
That's the energy though. That's how you got to approach it.
Claire is like literally.
He lets me approach him.
Claire is literally like 5 feet tall, and like isn't Ben like 6 foot at least?
What that matter?
6'2".
He's 6'2". Jesus
matter?
Christ! Yeah, that's how she is. You're like, what that matter?
Like, that's right, Claire. That's right.
Unless you've seen a 5 foot redhead fly across the room at a 6 foot redhead, you've never seen anything in your life. It's the scariest. Like you're just like, what is going? What? You're like, get out of there, man! Go!
Okay.
If you enjoy our show, or if you hate Logan and you hate all of my antics and you hate the way I ask questions,
but you love Mitchell.
But you love Mitch and you love Claire. You can find the show basically anywhere, and you should follow the show, and you should subscribe to the show, and you should share the show. You should share the show with your.
Claire's too horny.
I'm not gonna say anything, or else I'm gonna get in trouble again. You should share the show. Share it with your friends. Share it with your enemies. Share it with your horny friends. Share it with your single friends, so that Mitch can get a date. It doesn't matter, a girl or boy. Share with Mitch. You go on a date with a guy, right?
No.
What? It's a date. They buy you, like, if they pay.
Free food, bro.
Come on,
get on it.
At its finest.
You're gonna like turn down.
He's too good of a person,
Mitch. You're gonna
too good for us.
I know,
you kicked
right?
me out of the Legion of Doom.
No, Claire. You have to give me a chance to like try to corrupt him first. Okay, like, give me a chance.
We've been doing that since we were kids in school.
I know. Let me give me a chance to like bring him to the dark side again. So you're gonna turn down free steak?
Yeah.
Shit, damn. I'm not turning down free steak.
I know what to do now.
If you want to take me out for free steak,
boy or girl,
feel free to do so. Mitch is looking at me like I don't let guys buy me drinks. Like I am like, hey, yes,
it's
free.
It's just about not leading people on. So it's like,
it's not leading them on. If you want to buy me free stuff, like, go for it. I didn't tell you to take that money out your pocket.
Okay, I guess that's fair.
Steak and drinks for Logan. All right. If you want to find the show, you can find it at Spotify. You can find it on Apple Podcasts. You can find it on Stitcher. You can find it on a bunch of places that you've never heard the podcasts even exist on. You can find it there, and then you can listen to it. The other day, I saw on the where people are listening to it. Like, I don't even remember the name of the place, and it was there, and I was like, that exists? We're there. So like, yeah, and you can just Google us. You can Google the Milk and Toast podcast, and we'll pop right up, because I work very hard to make sure that we're the only podcast that pops up on there. The other thing is, if you're an artist, if you're a musician, if you do poetry or any type of spoken thing where we can like audio it up on the show, or if you make like visual art and it's really cool and it's really dope, and maybe you want to make Milk and Toast theme art, even send it to us at themilkandtoast@gmail.com. That's themilkandtoast@gmail.com, and we will go through it and we'll see if we want to put it on the show or not. And we'll like, I'll message you back on the email. Like, if you email me and you're like, hey, listen to this, we're gonna listen to it. I'll listen to it. I am that into this show, and I'm into everything we do at this show so much.
I was
that
I was thinking about it.
Yeah.
But I think now, because at first I was like, no, I don't want to. But now I'm like, oh, wait, let me actually send him a few tracks off the EP, maybe.
Off of yours?
Yeah, why not?
Of your new EP?
No, not a new one. The old one. If I had a new one,
I know all the tracks on that EP.
I mean,
you want me to put you on the show?
No, bro. I just figured, since it seems like you're doing this and you're serious about it, and I was like, well, maybe let me add some art pieces. How am I an artist on the show but not willing to add to the artist spotlight thing?
Yeah, we'll think about that.
All right, well, fuck you too then. And I tried.
No, okay. What? Listen, you guys should listen to Mitch's EP. It's called Progressions.
I wasn't looking for a spotlight. I was just saying.
I'm just saying you should listen to the EP. It's called Progressions. Yeah, there. I said, yeah, there.
Where can you find it?
Okay, I didn't. Anyway, it's
no. Listen to Mitch's EP. It's really good, and he should make more music. And he doesn't. But we'll
right
fix
now,
that.
why don't you leave me alone about that? I told you I'm in a space, bro. I told you I was in a space, bro.
I asked Mitch 2 years ago. I was like, "Yo, where's the new music?" And he was like,
"The streets."
I said the streets needed it, and he didn't say shit. And I was like,
I told you not right now.
I don't know what "not right now" means. Like,
give me whatever the fuck I wanted to mean.
Give me some music. Like, drop a single, something. Damn.
Shit, you might be right, but we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens this week.
Anyways, we're gonna get out of here. Say bye to the people, Claire.
Bye.
Say bye to the people, Mitch. They can't hear that one. Yeah, okay. Thank you. All right. I'm Logan, and this is the Milk and Toast podcast. And